with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light. With Dawn and Angie by your side. Sonoran mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. The veil is thin, the stars align. Unlock the secrets, time to shine. Feel the magic, let it flow. Together through the mystic show. Sonoran mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow.
It would help if I turn my mic on. Hello,
Me,
hello.
me.
Oh my goodness. I noticed. I'm like, oh Lord, not again. And I do it often. I've done it before.
We
Anyway,
are both like, yeah, right now.
welcome in everybody. Good to see everybody popping in. It is, oh my goodness, Miss Angie, it's good to be back. It's been a while
It
since you
is
and I
good
have
to
been
be
here.
back. We have been gone.
Yes. And one of us has been traveling quite a bit and getting out there and seeing things. So
Oh my
Nashville was
goodness,
good.
I have been having a good time, but happy to be back in my bed. When I come home, the first thing I do is throw all the clothes that were in my bag in the washer. I always try to have my bed, already with new sheets and everything. And I just relax and go back to my regular routine. I like to come home like Sunday afternoon sometimes, so I can have the rest of the day to kind of unwind and mentally prepare for the work week.
I tell you what, I bring the suitcase up the steps, set it in the laundry room because it's like it's dirty anyway. I don't need to carry it to the room and then bring it back. What would I serve, So
Yeah.
I just drop it off at the laundry room because I know that's where it's going to be anyway.
Exactly. And then just get back into my flow. And I always want to come home and have something that is authentically Arizona, or that is, because I go and I have all these different foods in all these different places. And then when I come back, I always like, what am I going to have when I get back from Arizona? That's like my food here. So I'm always happy to come back and have some good food.
I like your backdrop too, by the way. It's very cool.
Thank you. I just picked that from a back. I went into there and it was like virtual background. I just picked it. Boop, boop. The snow-capped mountains are a bit much, but everything else looks nice.
Yeah. One time they didn't do virtuals here before. Remember and then when they did, you had to have a green screen behind you first. And it's good to see they're finally, Zoom's been doing this for a long time.
Lots of updates. I know.
It's about time these guys caught up in that regard. So I didn't know they did that. So you're one step ahead of me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Hi, Healing Hearts. Hi, Selma. Is it Selma? Salam. Salam.
Do.
So
So,
what do you? I'm
so
sorry.
that was one of the things they provided for you on the background thing, or you added it to it?
When it said to choose one, it was just in my gallery of pictures, so I just chose
Oh,
it.
cool.
And I
Yeah,
don't know
'cause,
where it came from because I know I didn't put that in there.
yeah, mine are boring. Mine are like, nothing to look at.
Oh yeah,
So
because your Zoom backgrounds be you have some really good Zoom
I
backgrounds.
do, yeah. And so I'm like, man, why can't I get those, right?
Exactly, exactly.
But
I
yeah,
try
yeah.
to lean hearts. I really do try. I'm going all black this weekend. I'm getting my hair done. I'm going back all black for a while.
Now see, I clicked on background and it changed the
Oh, it
background.
changed that background, but I
Yeah,
like that background too.
yeah. So where do you? I wonder where you
So
did the.
I went into settings, the little settings buttons, and then in settings it says virtual background.
Oh, oh
So
yeah,
my little
that's
setting
the
set
new one.
at the
That's the new
bottom
one.
where it shows like your microphone, your camera, and that little plus sign right next to the plus sign is that little
Uh-huh.
wheel. That's my settings, and in
Uh-huh.
there, that's what a virtual background is.
I see. I see. I see. Indeed. Let's see what this does. Do 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 do.
Hi, Francis. How are you?
Well, that's interesting. I'm clicking on it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay. Cool beans.
Oh, I like yours though. I really do like that. It's bright and vibrant, bright and vibrant. I like that.
Yeah. I created that a while back through AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AI, gotta get with it. Gotta get with it. Every couple weeks they give us a new Chat GPT training
Is
at
it
work.
is it like quality training or just like basic training?
It seems to be like a basic training. Like they show you all, like it feels more like a salesman pitch. It doesn't feel like, this is how you could use it in your everyday work. It
Yeah.
feels like they're trying to sell us a product that we already have. And I'm like, well, you just seem like the Chat GPT salesman. You don't seem like our company representative or our company training team that's supposed to be teaching us how to use it. So like
Right.
so many different departments and so many people can use it different ways. My manager is very good at it. Like we have all of these, like our service description has to have all these key points, and he'll put in the service description that you gave, and then he'll put in the key points that you're supposed to have. And then sometimes it'll spit out a pretty good one. Here and there, you have to, and then like we have a lot of regulatory requirements, and sometimes he'll put the requirement in for that particular whatever it is, and then see if the document we have meets those requirements,
Yeah. Oh, cool beans. Cool beans. I
which
was
is
thinking.
probably easier, but I prefer to do it myself because he even told us the other day that, oh, I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
The full card, I like it.
Yeah, and it was with the Sonoran, thing. I was
Mhm.
playing, trying to see what I could do, but I thought.
Did you finally decide on which route you're going to take?
I'm gonna play. I'm getting it down to again. The more I dig, the more I find. But I'm getting it closer. Definitely
I'm a
honing.
firm believer, Don. If you give me listen, if you want me to choose, you give me about 3 choices. If you give me 5, 6, 8, 10, we're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day, all day.
Exactly.
Because out of that 8 or 10, maybe 3, I'm gonna be like, no, 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 and then I'm gonna be like, well, maybe nah, it's too many. Give me 3 choices, 3 options. That's it. You start giving me more than that, we're not gonna get it done.
My problem is
Hi,
focus.
Diana.
I get focused on one thing and then I put it down for a while. When I come back, I'm head off in a different direction. It's like I thought that really made sense at the moment. Then it's like, oh, not so much. Go off here. Like, no, stop it.
Exactly.
So anyway, but I'm getting close. I'm getting there, and Lord knows I need to. Well, who is out there, Miss Angie? And who are you drawn to?
Hey, Miss Bonnie. Someone asked about a career. I always like doing a career. Salam. May I have a general reading for the month of April with respect to job opportunities? I feel like this is a continuation of another reading that we did for you, Salam. And maybe you missed the reading or you stepped out and when you came back, we were done. But I feel like I gave you this reading. It was supposed to be 2 opportunities coming your way. One of them you were going to say no to, and then the second one was going to be the better opportunity. I feel like we gave you this reading a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if the opportunities have already come up or what, but I feel like that was a reading that I gave for you, but I'll try to see if there's some new energy on your behalf. Let me see. Is there an urgency for the job? Because they show me you jumping into a race car and speeding down or wanting to speed down the road, but you're being held up. Like you're in a rush to get to your goal. Like you're trying to jump into this race car and you're just ready to go. And then they haven't dropped the checker flag for you to go. And they're like, okay, check your brakes. Check, like they're making sure you check every single thing before they let you go. And you're like, I already did. Let's go. But they're saying you need to slow down, like you're trying to move too fast. So whatever decision that you're trying to make and whatever urgency you're putting on it, I feel like your higher power is saying slow down because they won't let your car take off. Like you're at the startup line and you're ready to go and they have not let the flag down to let you go because they want you to make sure that you've checked everything and you've done everything cautionary to make sure that you're ready to take off for this race that you're about to do. And so you just seem to be putting a lot of urgency on something or to get to a goal that they're saying you need to slow down and they want you to kind of enjoy the drive forward. They keep showing me a 62. I hear the word 362, but they keep showing me a 62. Does that make a difference? Does that mean something to you, the 62 or the 362? Like I hear 362, but I see the word 62. So does that mean something to you? Is that an age? Is that a year? What does the 62 or the 362 mean to you? But that's what I keep getting for you. But also just kind of slow down and go with the flow and let your higher power lead you into where you want to go. You are on the right track. You are like ready to start this journey. You're just moving too fast and you're going to forget something or you're not going to be well prepared for what you need. Like they're showing me like, do you have all your essentials? Do you have water? Do you have food? Do you have clothing? Like, do you have everything you need to start this journey? Because you seem to be moving in haste. And then they show me the Knight of Swords. And again, a Knight of Swords is somebody who is very ambitious, who just wants to take off and who just wants to move really fast. And they're saying slow down, like you're moving way too fast and you just need to give yourself a little bit more time to weed things out or to make sure you're fully prepared for your next step on the journey. So that's what I got for Salam.
Salam, are you give some feedback while with what Miss Angie was saying? The only thing I was picking up, other than what you were just touching on, is I was picking up there's this energy of wanting to be everything for everyone, you know, and so this person, even though they measure up in other people's eyes, in their own eyes, they feel like they can never measure up because they're always wanting to be somebody different for whoever they're in front of. And so the message that came to me was, stand in front of a mirror, learn to like the one you're in front of, because you can't be everything for everyone and be happy yourself. You're not going to like the results because, again, it will eventually catch up with you. So Salim, make sure that you, make sure you're just try to be authentic. Just try to be authentic. And the reality is you're not going to please everybody all the time. But when you're trying to please everybody all the time, you're pleasing no one any of the time.
It's definitely not yourself. Definitely just be who you are.
Yeah. So that's the kind of the very strong energy I'm picking up for that one. So so make sure that you take some time for yourself. Make sure you start, again, just be you, and people will appreciate that. They really will.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, anyway, that's what I'm picking. That's the biggest energy, that biggest thing that is yeah. Boy, I'm also yeah. No. Okay, this there was just it's a strange. There's just a strange energy. So, have you been putting off a relationship, or have you again? It was a relationship. It's like did you put a relationship on the back burner, or did you just not do relationships? And because and Lord knows I don't do love readings, but I feel like you cut that part out too, or you did some kind of shortcut, and therefore a relationship paid the price. Um, but don't be surprised if in the next few months that rectifies itself. Okay, because I do feel like there's somebody who is who is who's coming back, and I think they use that word back around. So I don't know what exactly did. So I don't know if you maybe sent them away, or you kind of scared them off, or you kind of repelled them for some reason because you felt like I don't have time. I don't know, but I feel like somebody else is coming. Somebody's coming back around. That's the word they keep giving me, back around. So that's what I got for Salam.
Oh, she says, wait.
Single for 15 months. Yeah. I get the feeling like whoever you were with previous, again, something's coming back around. Yeah. You lost hope that they would come back. Well, I get this feeling like they're going to come back. I'm not saying they're going to wind up in whatever, but I just feel like they're coming back around you. They're going to be back around you. So you have to weigh your thoughts on. Is that good?
Oh, okay. That makes sense. She said she was informed informally that she got the job. And so that's what the rush is. She just wants to get started. And I remember that when my current job, it took almost, I want to say almost 2 months for them to onboard me. Like they are a very slow process from like my interviews went very quickly, boom, boom, boom. And then the onboarding process, I want to say took 30 to 45 days. Like it was forever for me to get on. So I can see what your urgency is and why you're trying to wait. But they're saying just slow down and make sure you get everything you want. So in this case where they're saying make sure you have everything you need, I'm wondering if it's the benefits package. Like make sure the benefits package has everything that you want. Because I was just having this conversation with someone else. It might have been my sister. That we were saying that the benefits package can make or break a job offer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's not cash. It's not solely cash anymore.
Especially the healthcare part of it, because if I have to pay a significant chunk of my money into that every month, that also decreases the my desire for the job.
Yeah, because you might as well consider that money you lose. I mean, in the sense that if an employer is going to pay a greater percentage for you than another employer, then that's money in your pocket or money out of your pocket, right?
And also, like I remember when I used to apply for state of Arizona jobs or just for state or county or city jobs, they would always say, please note that we're going to take this much out for retirement. So if you think this is just enough, wait till that retirement kicks in about 60 to 90 days. And it's going to be even less. And she was like, we have a problem keeping people because they'll work. And then once we start taking retirement out, they're like, oh, no, I can't live off of this. So she wanted it to be clear that retirement was going to be taken out. And she told me the percentage at the time. And after she got done telling me that, it just wasn't a feasible choice for me.
Yeah. Wow. Well, cool beans. Oh, Salam. It looks like she's had some rough experiences with potential partners, but again, one of them's coming and snooping back around. So be prepared for it. I'm not saying it's going to come to anything, but maybe you again are not going to allow it to happen because you have free will. But they're going to come. It sounds like one of them's going to come sniffing around. Maybe they're going to come sniffing around because you have a new job and going to make some good money. And maybe they come looking and trying to get a little paycheck. Who knows? I don't know.
Or it's that time. It's also that time where people need a place to stay. So. Let me see if my old person wants me back and I can come, lay up with them again.
Yeah.
So be mindful of, does this person want you or the amenities that you have?
Mm-hmm. And not
a bed, a pillow, a car,
Exactly. But Salim, I'm not
Salam.
sure.
She put SELAM, so I think it's Salam.
Okay, Salam. I'm going to steal Angie's words because when they come around,
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No, 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 no.
Don't
No,
do it. Please don't do it.
nope.
Please don't do it. Listen, they are in the past for a reason.
Yep,
Let it go. Let it go.
yep. That
But I
video,
do feel
that
good
one.
things about the job. Just give it time.
Yep, super good
5 months
news.
is a long time to be off of work. I was off work 7 months. I thought I was gonna pull on my hair.
Yeah, I gave somebody a reading. I think it was in August or September, and I told them they wouldn't get employed till March because they asked me. They asked me, so I'm like, the job that you're thinking about, it's not going to happen, and not that one, and you'll probably not see something until March. And they applied. They kept trying to get employed. And this is the one time I wish I was so wrong, because indeed, when March came along, they got the job.
Oh, the one you were telling me about recently.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. I hate to because when I'm giving people stuff and my guide sometimes will give me time frames, but if they give me a long time frame, this is me arguing with them like, are you sure you want me to tell them that 9 months? That's a long time. And I'll be like, well, they're showing me a 9. I don't know if that's 9 weeks or 9 months. Knowing that they told me 9 months, and I just feel so bad because
Yeah.
it's so far away and it takes away so much of your hope. But yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Oh
The
my God.
person I read for, when it happened, they reached out and they said, well, guess what? Good news, you were right. Bad news, you were right. It took so long. So
Okay.
they didn't shoot. They didn't shoot the messenger, thank goodness. But again,
Exactly. Exactly.
because we are only the messenger. But that was one time I truly wished I was wrong. I really wanted to be wrong.
I
was
do.
like,
You want it to be so much closer, and I want to make those numbers be weeks or days, not months or years. Because I'd be like, okay, it could be 5 weeks, 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months, and they're like, what? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. I hate doing this to you, but yeah. So I don't like to give time either like that, but I get it. But she did say some of the stuff that we told her did happen. That we told her would be a potential job offer before March, and it happened. So that's good.
yep,
So
super.
good.
Well,
When
next
you come
is
back, hopefully you come back and tell us that you are now working.
yes, and with a good salary package, and you didn't let Mister come back and be a pain problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, don't listen. Not even for he might be there for a good time, not a long time, but a good time for him may make you be attached again. Remember that. Like he may be for a good time, and you may be trying to be for a long time, and that ain't gonna work out in the end. So
Yep.
just let him go.
Yep. Let it go. Let it go.
Exactly.
And I don't have that video, so I can't play that one.
Exactly.
Next is Diane Reese. What do you got for Diane Reese, Miss Angie? Oh, I'm
What
sorry.
was the question?
Let's see.
Let me look. Oh, to hear a message. Oh, from a passed over loved ones. Let me see.
Sorry, my cards went flying, so I had to pick them up. Pick them up.
I do get a male energy, Diane, a very hyper male, like I feel like this person, I don't know if this is when they pass, but they feel like, I keep hearing 50-ish, so around 50-ish, but they look younger than 50 to me when I look at their face, and they're a very hyper person. Like they come in and they, and I feel like they have long hair, kind of, rocker, not necessarily just long hair. This person feels like they have long hair. And when they come in, they have a deep voice, but they're also very hyper when they come in. And so they kind of get people all riled up. Like they might be the person who might poke you or tickle you or, something like they're touchy feely, but not in a uncle type sort of way, like, poke here, squeeze there, kind of thing like that. And I get a cough, like a smoker's cough from this person. Like a not necessarily that they were smoking, but I get a smoker's cough, kind of that. So maybe it was a lung or respiratory thing that it ultimately they passed from. I kept hearing Daddy Reese, but that's your last name. But I also keep hearing Richard. Does the name Richard make sense to you in any way? Just post your reading, leave the steam pump. So Diana, like, does the name Richard mean anything to you? And does the description of the person that I gave you mean anything to you? And I also see you on a beach. Are you planning a trip? Like, I see you on a beach out in the sun. You're on a sailboat. They're clear because I can see the sail on the boat, and you're out. But it seems to be a fun trip, and it seems to be several people. It's not like a romantic trip. It seems to be a fun trip with people, and you're like out on this boat. So are you an outdoors person? Are you a water person? Are you planning a trip? Because that's how they keep showing it to me. It's like there's you on a trip on the water. And I hear Mexico. Is Mexico someplace that you were planning on going? Or because I feel like I hear the word derailed, like that trip got derailed for some reason. Are you still here? Because you have not answered any more questions. Or am I not scrolling? Nope, you haven't scrolled. Hey, Arkeisha. Oh my gosh, Don, I haven't seen Arkeisha McGraw in a long time.
It's been a long time. Arkeisha, nice to see you in.
Is Diane still here?
Yeah, she said Richard is my father-in-law's name.
Okay.
Who I never met. The long-haired 50-year-old doesn't resonate.
Okay. So Richard. So I heard the name Richard. Okay. Well, why did they show him with long hair? Maybe I don't know. I thought he had long hair, but I did hear the name Richard. But what was he, that kind of fun-loving person that came in that was kind of, he doesn't seem serious. He seems like he jokes around a lot. He's really fun. Mexico is a good destination to go to. Okay, so they're showing me Mexico. Okay, perfect. So you weren't planning a trip, so maybe you should plan a trip because I heard the word Mexico. I saw you on a boat. I saw you on the water. I saw you were out at the beach and you were having a good time. Let me see if there's actually a message from Richard. As soon as I said that, I heard don't shortchange yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. So is there a decision that you're making where you are going to get the short end of the stick? Because he's saying don't shortchange yourself. Make sure you get what you deserve in this settlement. Like I hear the word settlement. So is there something that you're expecting and you are going to give up some concessions because he's saying don't shortchange yourself. And then is there a dark-haired little girl, or are you the dark-haired girl? Because he's showing me a dark-haired girl with kind of long but kind of crinkly hair, and he's showing me a cupcake with a candle in it. So it's somebody's birthday. I feel like the dark-haired girl, it's her birthday coming up. Is that true? But he's clear about not shortchanging yourself. He's standing firm on that. And then they showed me the 7 of Wands with like, stand your ground. Don't give up more than you have to give up. Don't give up too many concessions in this situation. And then there seems to be a girl with dark hair, like almost black, but it's really, really dark color hair. And it feels kind of crinkly, not curly, but kind of crinkly. And then a cupcake with a candle in it. So that's a sign for a birthday. So is somebody's birthday coming up? Oh. Oh, no dark hair girl. He's clearly showing me a girl with dark hair. It's longer, about shoulder length. It's crinkly, and it's a birthday because so whose birthday is it then? If you're saying that's not a birthday because it has a candle in it, so somebody's birthday is coming up. And you said you never met Richard, but the personality you're describing sounds like an 80-year-old friend of mine who passed from lung issues. So, okay, maybe it's multiple people. Maybe you just have all these different people. It's because I got the person with the long hair, I got the person with the lung, with the coughing. Oh, okay. Do you have dark hair then? Is your hair not dark? Is your hair not dark? It could be you. But he's showing me a birthday. The Richard person seems to be showing me the cupcake. And you know what? Now that it's so many spirits, I don't really know. Let me see if I can get one of them to step backwards and just be that to be the spokesperson. Because now that you mentioned all of them, I thought it was all the same person, the person with the lung issue and the Richard person, but you're saying they're two different persons, two different people. You don't have dark hair, you have blonde hair. Well, I don't know who the person is with the long dark hair that's kind of crinkly, because that's the hair that they keep showing me over and over and over again. And the cake, the birthday cake, the birthday.
Well,
So
happy
happy
birthday. It's next month's her birthday, she said.
So happy birthday to you. And again, don't shortchange yourself on whatever this thing is that you have to make a decision on, and don't give away too many concessions in whatever the agreement is or the settlement is that you have to make the settlement on. And then if you're not planning a trip to Mexico, then maybe that is a good place. Did you go to Mexico with the 80-year-old person? Like, does this person know about that? Because they're clearly showing me you on this boat out with friends having a good time. It's been there, tortoise love. We just didn't always put it up. Okay. Well, then that's all I got from the person then. Done.
I really wasn't connecting to any energy specific that it crossed over or anything like that. I just feel a lot of good positive energy around Diane. That's for sure. I feel a lot of it's just a lot of I feel good. I just feel a lot of good energy, a lot of good positive energy. I mean, I really don't have much else to. I don't feel anything else specifically coming in. Wish I did. I would give it, but for right now, I just feel like it's life. I keep hearing life is good. Life is good, and that's a good thing. So continue to enjoy this energy today specifically, because today is a major transitional day in the universe. So use this night to do whatever. But yeah.
Who had the foot? They're showing me a foot with a cast on it, or a foot that was injured, like an ankle or a foot, because I'm seeing a leg with a cast on it, and the foot is covered. So probably from the knee down, or at least around the ankle to the whole foot. So who had the broken ankle or the broken foot, Diana? Or they're showing me somebody with an injured ankle or foot. And are you worried about if it's healing well? Because I get, they're showing me everything being mended back together perfectly fine. Oh, okay. So you had the foot surgery. Well, they're showing me everything being mended back together, like fusing together correctly. So I think you may be done with the surgeries now, but everything seems to be mended back together perfectly fine now when you're okay with it. Oh, look at that, Doc. You do that.
It's magic.
Exactly. So don't worry about your foot. You should be fine. I don't know if you were wondering if there's going to be another surgery, but you should be fine. And they're kind of showing me like shaking it off, like shaking off the leg. And, you're like, oh my gosh, I got my feeling back. Okay, good. Okay. So that's what they were saying. Perfect. All right. Well, that's all I got for you, Miss Diana. I hope that helps. And again, I just keep hearing, don't give up too many concessions, and make sure that you are standing your ground in whatever decision you have to make. So if it's not something that you already know about, maybe it's something that's coming up, and you'll remember this. Cool. So that's all I got, Don. Who's next? Oh, Clarence. Hey, Letty.
Have a great one, Diane. Thanks for popping in.
Letty, are you planning a big party? Like, is it the baby's birth? Is it the baby's birthday or is it an anniversary or something? Because I see a big party being planned for you. Dare I not say wedding, but are you planning a big party, Letty? Because as soon as I read your name and read your comment, I got like a celebration, balloons and things everywhere. But it didn't feel like, I don't know if it's birthday. I automatically thought of the kid. Also, you are planning a party. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's gonna be a nice celebration. Wait, is it a wedding? Because you just said yes. I don't know. But it seems like a very joyous occasion where there's gonna be a lot of people around and you're gonna have a good time. Oh, baby. Oh, all right. Oh, I didn't want to say a new baby because I didn't think that you were ready for a new baby of your own, but I thought okay, that makes sense. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, Miss Laddie. Is it a girl?
So
And you
someone's
know
a week
what? I hope you're not doing a reveal later and I'm just giving it all away. Exactly, Dad. Just look, they just showing it all to me, just pink everywhere. Oh my goodness. So I hope you already know what it's going to be and I did not mess anything up because they're showing me pink everywhere and it's just pretty. You're gonna and I feel like the name is very significant, like a Sophie or something like that. But the name seems to be very significant that they're giving it to me. I don't know if it's a family name or it's a special name that your daughter came up with, but the name seems to be very, very significant and specific. And they keep telling me Sophie, so I don't know if that's one of the names. Oh, it's a boy. You think it's a boy? Oh, okay. I think it's a boy too. Even though I saw pink everywhere, I think it's a boy too. And I keep hearing Sophie or Sophia, which I love both of those names. But congratulations. Oh, that's so happy. Why do I see money falling? Is the child's father like, got it going on like that? Or is there money about to flow into you? Because they show me the money. It's in a stack like this. Wait, like this, and it's going to be dropped like that. So I feel like money is going to be falling from the sky for you. But it doesn't feel like a divine hand. It doesn't feel like your divine power is dropping it. It seems like a human person is dropping this money. So somebody is coming into your life, or is coming into your life, or is already in your life, who is going to be dropping significant amounts of money for you or into the family. And it seems to be a good thing. And then, are you thinking about moving? Because I feel like I get the sense that you've been thinking about relocating, but you're not sure about it. So, are you thinking about relocating? And it feels like far enough that it's maybe out of the city and it could be out of the state. So, is that true? You're thinking about moving? And if so, they're saying go for it. Oh, money coming, definitely. So wait, is the baby father not the person with all the money? Because it's a hand and it feels like a masculine energy, but it doesn't feel like a divine energy. It just feels like money that's going to be dropping. Somebody has a significant amount of money to share and they're generous with it. And then I feel moving. You've been thinking about moving. I'm getting go for it. Are you thinking about moving closer to your daughter that is having a baby, or what is the move? Because it seems to be a positive choice. And they give me you like having a deep inhale of just fresh air and everything just being new and bright and better for you. And it's a positive move if that's what you want to do. They're saying take the fear out of it and just go for the move wherever it is too. Is how they're presenting it to me. And then okay. Okay, then that's the person then, Miss Letty. And then oh shoot, it was something else I was about to say about energy. And then I read daddy and all I got was a male energy and I don't remember what it was. But moving would be a good idea for you if that's what you're thinking about doing. And they're saying don't be afraid of it, just go. Just go. So that's what I got for Miss Letty.
Super. Well, it's interesting. As soon as Letty asked for a reading,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that Letty, you just need to let go, let God. I get the feeling you're trying to the energies are kind of implying that you're trying to control too many levers at one time, and sometimes you just got to let things go and let them work themselves through. And I don't know if it's in reference to the new coming grandchild, and you kind of want to be there, and you want to you want to give your advice and all this stuff. But I keep hearing, back off. Just kind of back off, and don't, and just let some things happen. Have faith in the system. Have faith in the energies around you in the universe, and you will be very happy that you did, because you will be surprised at what comes. So one of the things was most important was definitely, back off a little bit, back off and let things kind of let the universe do its job a little bit. How's that, for lack of a better way to put it? And I think
Did
that's
you just meet an older gentleman friend, Letty? Because I get like a red convertible car, and an older gentleman, not a lot older, but an older, more mature gentleman who seems to be a shield over you. They show him like a dome over you, so he's a protection for you. You were right. Oh wait, so neither of you know what the baby is, know what the gender is? Lord help the child.
Oh, I thought she was conclusive that it was
A boy. She said, I think, so I don't know. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Come back and let us know, lady. But did you just meet a gentleman friend? Because I get a older male gentleman in your life, and you're in the passenger seat, but you're happy. And you get a childlike or a girlish energy, like a youthful energy, like you get some of your youthfulness back when you're with this person. And they allow you to be 100% truly you without putting a filter on what you should or should not be. Like, you don't have to be prim and proper. It's a boy. Oh, okay, perfect. Well, I don't know. Who is Sophie then? Or Sophia? Or maybe there's another one coming too. So I don't know. Maybe.
Are we sure it's not twins?
Hello, somebody?
What? That would be a little change in plans there. How far is she gone, Letty? How far into the pregnancy?
Okay, you haven't met that person yet. But you're not in an attached relationship right now, right? I feel like you've left the relationship. Oh, wait, his name was supposed to be Sophia? The boy's name? Okay. Because I keep hearing Sophia. I'm like, wait, okay, maybe that's why I keep thinking it's a girl.
Oh, they first thought it was twins. I'm wrong.
Okay. 7 months, Don. Okay. Well, come back and tell us. Oh, okay. Is he okay? That's not who I see you with. This is a new youthful energy, like a new male that's coming into your life. So I don't want to predict any dissolution of your relationship, but I feel like there's an older male, or maybe he's just, I don't know. There is an older male that I see coming, and he allows you to be more youthful. He allows you to be more who you want to be. Just generally you get to let your hair down and just be a girl. All right, so that's what I got for Letty.
Very positive, Letty. Very positive energy.
I like it. Yeah. All right, who's next, Don? Sophia. Oh, I like that. Okay, they're giving me names. I like that because I told them, listen, I want more names and things like that. So I like that. Okay. Hi, Jamila.
Who is next?
Well, Arlo, is that the name? That's the name you're going to name the baby? Is that what Arlo means, Letty? Because I totally was not paying attention. Let me see who else is in here. Okay, can y'all type y'all question again because it's way too far down the list and I can't find it.
How about
Hi,
Clarence?
Ankita. Who?
Clarence.
Oh, you know what? I saw that name earlier too. What is their question, Don? Is it general?
I don't know. Is there even a question? Clarence, I see a lot of emojis, but I don't necessarily see a question. Oh, there's one up further up. There was I saw Clarence's question. Where was it? Any
Um,
messages for me? Advice and guidance. There you go.
okay, I'm so glad you said it that way too, Clarence, because I heard the echo like you're out in you're coming out of a cave. Like I see you looking out into the vast openness and you're coming out of a cave. And then I hear this, are you ready to go yet? And it's like your higher power saying, are you ready to go? Like, have you been isolating yourself and kind of staying back away from everybody? And they're saying, are you ready to re-enter, not, I don't want to say normal society, but are you ready to get back out there into the public eye or get back out there into society, like out of your own personal cave and get back out into like socializing and being around people? Because that's the big echo that I heard. It's kind of like somebody saying, are you ready to go? And they're ahead waiting on you to be ready to come out. Like, are you ready yet? Come on. Like, we're here waiting on you. And so, Clarence, I feel like you've been kind of pulled back from society or pulled back into your own shell for a while. And your higher power is saying, okay, now it's time to come out. You've learned your lessons. You've ruminated on your lessons. You've figured everything out. Now it's time to put some action steps. And they show me like, I want Pinocchio, like wooden feet, kind of clumsily trying to move forward and trying to figure out how to get themselves in order. And they're saying, just once you start walking, you'll get your balance back. It's kind of like riding a bike and you'll never forget how to do it. You don't know where you'll be. And they're saying just start the journey. You don't have to know exactly where you're going to be. Just where is it that you want to be? That's where you'll go. Like your focus will have to be on where you want to be, not where is your higher power taking you, because you're presenting it like, okay, well, my higher power wants me to go this way, so I have to follow the path. Your higher power is saying, I'll lead you to wherever you say you want to go. So you have to give them something to work with. So where is it? What is it that you want to do? And why do I see a guitar? Are you a music person? Is that why they're showing me a guitar? Because they're saying you I feel like you can sing. Like, do you do karaoke or something? Like, are you trying to make it in a band or in the music industry? Because I can hear it very well. And I feel like if you would do your music online, or were you ever thinking about, because they're showing me like, what is that show that used to have Simon Cowell on it?
Idol.
Yeah, one of those shows. They're showing me something like that. Like were you ever desiring to be a contestant on one of those shows? Because they're saying like you need to put yourself out there and let the people see you, or whatever your talent is, just like get out there and let people see who you are. Social media is free. You can always post a video of you playing, like the guitar or your instrument or singing or doing whatever it is you do. But they're showing me that you just need to step out there and decide where you want to go. You like dancing. Okay, that could be it too. But they showed me music. Well, they showed me a guitar, so I assumed that you play, but it could just be the music. And then they showed me a contest. So were you thinking of entering some kind of competition? Because when I saw my cousin plays guitar. Okay, so they showed me the guitar, and then they showed me you being a contestant, like you wanted to enter some kind of contest to win some kind of prize, and this prize would have given you like notoriety or something like that. But again, they're saying, what is it that you really want to do? And it's kind of like, if the perfect job called you tomorrow, I'm the job I'm calling. Who am I that's calling you? What kind of company is it? Is it like, is it a big company? Is it a small company? Is it in a city? Is it, do you work from home? Do you go into work? Like, what is it? If the perfect job called you tomorrow, how much would you make? What would your schedule be? Would it be 4/10s? Would it be a 9 to 5? Would it be, I only work 3 days a week? What is the job that you're looking for? You have to give your higher power something to work with so they can give you something to look to. Oh, you like seeing okay, because they keep showing it to me. But I believe that you're shortchanging yourself because you seem talented enough to be in one of these competitions. So what's with the dancing? Is it just something that you just kind of play around and you just dance around the house like I would do? Or are you a good enough dancer professionally enough that you could actually enter one of these competitions and win something? You're just kind of shortchanging yourself because you seem to have the talent. You're just not putting it out there because they're saying, come on out of your cave. If you come out and look, you'll see different paths. They're making it seem like because you're so far back, you can't see that there's a path here, there's a path here, there's a path here. There's like 5 or 6 different paths that you can take, and they all lead to wherever you want them to go. So it's not like they're saying, hey, you got to take path C because this is where you were born to be. They're saying, you take the path and we'll get you where you need to be, but you have to come out of the cave to see that it's time for you to make this move. And so your higher power is just waiting on you to step up and say, okay, I'm ready. And and I know it seems very, very simple, but it's just you saying, I'm ready. What's my next step? And sometimes, and I've had to say that before, what's my next step? You know, what do I need to do to get closer to where I want to be? So even if you don't know exactly where you want to be or what you want to do, but you kind of sort of do, maybe write down the top 3 jobs that you want or the top 3 things that you want to do. And then tell your guys, I'm ready. What's my next step? Or your higher power, and then allow them to show you whatever way, but don't miss the clues. Like if it comes in a dream, believe the dream. If it comes in a song, listen to the song. Like I feel like you're getting the motivation and you're getting the words that you need, but you're kind of poo-pooing them away like it's coincidence or like it's, is that just me thinking this, or is that me with my pie in the sky dream? And they're saying, no, we're speaking to you. You're just not listening. Who smokes cigarettes? Are you the person who smokes cigarettes, Clarence? Because they're showing me a cigarette, but it's a fake cigarette. So I don't even think that you're a smoker. Are you faking a habit that is not yours? Because they're showing me a fake cigarette with a red tip. So you're pretending to do something that is not authentically you. Because why would you have a fake cigarette? Do you want to be an act? No, nope, not actors.
You're trying to break the habit of smoking?
Oh, it could be that too. Oh, are you trying to quit smoke? Oh, okay, Don, that makes sense too. Either way, I see good things coming for you, but you have to be the catalyst for that. Like, don't lay down all your power and say, okay, Lord, whatever you wanted me to be. What if your higher power says, okay, well, if you want me to choose, be a monk. Would you be okay with that? And not to have anything against monks, but is that the path that you would want to go on if they were just like, okay, well, just do this? Like you have to give it's not a dictatorship. It's a co-creation. Your higher power helps you to get to where you say you want to be. And along the way, you learn lessons and maybe you change your mind. When I was in the 6th grade, I wanted to be a lawyer. I went all the way through high school wanting to be a lawyer. I went to college thinking I wanted to be a lawyer. After I graduated from college, I worked at a law office and was like, no. It's not as glamorous as I thought it was going to be. It all seemed like paperwork. It wasn't like all these fierce battles in court all the time. It was me typing up the paperwork and then them just negotiating over the phone. It wasn't all the glamour that I thought it was going to be that I saw on TV. And so I ended up changing my trajectory. So you have to decide what it is you want to do. But along the path, you'll learn different things and it may change, and that's okay. You don't have to decide at 18 what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Oh, you do smoke. Oh, you have to stop. Okay. Because that's why they're showing me. But it's a fake cigarette. So maybe if you buy the fake cigarette, it'll help you, because this isn't a real cigarette that they're showing me. It's just because it has a fake red tip and there's no smoke coming out of it. So maybe you're just addicted to the motion of it. Because when I was a smoker, and don't look at me like that, people, I did used to smoke. It was just the motion of it. Like it was just, okay, when you get up in the morning, you have a cigarette. After you eat, you have a cigarette. When you certain things, I was just in the habit of having a cigarette. And near the end, I hated the way my hair smelled. I hated the way it made my clothes smell. And it physically made me kind of sick and nauseous, but I was so addicted to it. And then one day I just woke up, I had 4 cigarettes left and I broke them in half, and that was it. And I haven't smoked again. And so, maybe you need to buy one of those little fake cigarettes and just, try to do the motion of that and see if that works.
Yeah, it's interesting. I had a friend who was a smoker, and he decided to give up smoking, right? And it's fascinating that what he missed from the smoking and what drew him back to it, and he had to break himself of it, is the habit, because he'd have to go outside his workplace and smoke. And that was very social because other people were out there, and he would have all these conversations and get to know people because they're all smoking outside. And so it became a social aspect of it that when he stopped smoking, he's like, I don't have a reason to go out there anymore. And I can't go out there because if I'm around there, I'll smell it and I'll smoke. And so at one point he fell off the wagon, started smoking again, but he's like, I can't do that either. That was the worst thing. It wasn't even just the smoke. It was the socialization that came with smoking.
That is so funny, Don, because it reminds me of that episode of Friends where Rachel pretended to be a smoker because her boss and the other lady, so there was two of them who worked in the office and then the boss. And so the boss and the other lady would go outside and they would make all the decisions about everything that was going to go in the office on their smoke break. And so she would go out there and pretend to smoke, but she wasn't a smoker because of the socializing and the decisions that were made on the break. And they used to tell me I wasn't a real smoker because I wasn't a person who would go outside and smoke. If I went into work at 8 and I didn't have a reason to go outside, I wasn't going outside to smoke. I would just go the whole day without a cigarette. And then when I got off of work, I would have 2 or 3 on the way home. But I wasn't a person who needed to, like every 2 or 3 hours go out and have a cigarette. And yes, Tortoise Love, I smoked for like 14 or 15 years. I started at like 17. Don't tell my mama. I started at 17 smoking cigarettes with my cousin. And I smoked until I got pregnant with my son, Brandon, and then I quit. And then after I had him, I started back a little while and then I stopped and I never had any more. Once I officially quit, I quit. But I do know, like, how they tell you it never goes away, like one day at a time. So people are always like, oh, you want to go to the hookah bar? No, because to me, smoking still looks cool. It still I'm just like I'll see somebody smoking. I'm just like, oh, gosh, that looks so cool. Like to me, I don't know, like, how you see in the movies and the people, like it looks cool to me. And so I know that it won't take much for me to just be like a pack a day again. And I just won't do it. I don't go to hookah bars. I don't like a cigar lounge or any of that because I know that it doesn't take much for me to be like, I'm back in full blast. And cigarettes cost like $10 a pack. And Lord help the child, I can't pay for that. Not at all. But Clarence, I do feel your willpower to quit smoking or pretending to smoke is there. And so just keep with that. It'll end up fading away because they do show me it kind of fading and the cigarette kind of deteriorating. And then again, just figure out what you want to do as you move forward. So that's what I got for Clarence.
Very cool. Let's see what I have for Clarence. So was Clarence the one you talked about music with? Was he the guitar, or was that previous?
He said that, I saw the guitar, but he mentioned 2 or 3 people from his past that were associated with the guitar, a cousin, a past friend named Peter, and then maybe somebody else. But he's into the dance.
Okay. Huh. I don't know. I don't know if it's, so I don't understand how it fits in the picture, but I do pick up this very strong energy around a guitar. And actually it seems like, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but it seems like you're going to be in a relationship. And I think it's going to be with someone who plays guitar. And you may even meet them while they're playing the guitar. So you may be out and about and you see them performing or something. But I'm not a home wrecker. So if you're in a relationship already, hopefully, I'm just delivering.
No, we just breaking up relationships everywhere.
But I am definitely picking up.
He's asking about Peter because that's the person who used to play the guitar from his past. So it could be.
Could be. So someone's coming in who, again, the guitar is that connective tissue, and you're gonna like it, and you're gonna like that, and so but yeah, this is a good time for you. In front of you there is a relationship coming your way, so be prepared. And,
why did you get rid of Peter the first time? I don't feel like it was a big thing. Like, what did you do? Why did you and Peter break up the first time? But I don't know, Don. That's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps saying Peter coming back, so I'm wondering why did you let Peter go the last time?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I keep hearing the word job, 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 job? Are you not working now and you need to find a job? Or are you wanting to find a better job? Because I keep hearing the word job, 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 but it's not you saying it's an outside it's an outside voice that is saying job, 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 job. So is there pressure to find a better job? Because it seems really intense, not intrusive, but urgent. Oh, he has a psychic ability oh. Okay, that is one thing that I as a person with psychic abilities, I don't read my person's energy because I want my relationship to be authentic. I want it to be an authentic, natural progression of a relationship. So I don't read their energy. Now, if my guides give me a warning, then yes, but I don't go in and be like, well, what does he really think about me? Like, I don't go into his energy to read his energy, but I will take, just regular old clues like, oh, okay, well, he said he was going to be here at 8. It's 11:30. He never showed up. He never called. That's bad behavior. That's not me psychically trying to figure out where he's at, why he didn't show up. And so I do take the clues, but I do not use my psychic abilities in my relationship.
And I don't either. And actually, my husband even tells everybody, he's like, he won't read me. He'll read everybody else, but he won't read me. And he is right, because I don't do that.
I don't want to probe into your life like I feel like that's cheating a little bit. And I set that intention. Even when I try, I just can't do it. Like, my guys will give me some scrambled stuff that doesn't even make sense because I shouldn't have been trying to do it in the first place. So I don't read my significant other's energy.
Yeah,
and you could also misinterpret things.
That's what I was going to say, is because we think we know their life. They actually work. They have a life outside of us with things that we don't even know that they connect with. And so when we may think it means one thing, it may not at all, because we don't live their life. And therefore it's not the message. It doesn't connect in the way in which we think it does, because we're putting our own stamp on it. So I'm like you, Angie. I don't do it. Don't do it.
Exactly. Don't do it. Do not get into their energy. But Clarence, I do feel like if this person comes back around, just make it organic and just kind of see where it is and go on the natural flow of the relationship, and don't try to get into their energy. Even if you do, just kind of be like, well, why am I projecting this way onto them?
Well, again, if you have negative chemistry, it's a whole different feeling than negative energy, because chemistry does it work, does it not work? The question is, if it works, go for it. If it doesn't work.
And if it was negative chemistry, why do you want them to come back?
Yeah.
Because as soon as we mentioned that, I would have been like, no. Because if they tell me one of my exes coming back, no, there's not a single person that I want from my past to come back. Have a good day, sir. All of you. A good day, sir.
Yeah. I must admit that I'm happy with where I am. Lord knows I don't want any of that change. But at the same time, I was lucky that I had some relationships, few, but some relationships I had, they ended in a way that I'm friends with them. I would not be in a relationship with them again, but friendship.
Right,
yeah.
We're amicable, but there's no, we're not replaying any kind of romantic feelings at all.
Exactly. Yeah, I have a guy I dated in Germany for a few years, and then we're still friends after all. We're now 30 years beyond that at this point, something like that, and we're still friends. And his husband and him have traveled with me and my husband and our boys.
Oh, see, that's good.
Yeah, and that's because it ended. Actually, I was the not so nice guy in that relationship when it ended. If you know what I mean, I'm the one that blew it up. So if anything, he had it right.
I don't even believe that. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine that. I don't even want to know. I can't believe it.
Yeah. No, the ending was my fault, and I didn't handle it well. I did not.
Oh my goodness.
But he's very kind, very forgiving, and again, we're friends after all these years.
If it isn't the Peter guy, Clarence, then it's somebody else, because we both saw the guitar, and that's a very significant role in whatever your future is holding. So again, somebody with the guitar, a relationship coming, and set the path that you want to go. Like tonight, before you go to bed, you can write it down. You could just speak it. You can say it as you fall asleep, but just tell your guides, I'm ready. What's my next step? And then allow them to show you what your next step is. You don't have to know every single thing or every step in between, or even what the end result is going to be. Like a lot of times, it's kind of like getting a box and it's all the parts in a bicycle. You know it's going to be a bicycle because there's a picture of it. You just got to put all the parts together. And I used to think, well, if I know at the end it's going to be a bicycle, I'm okay with all the steps in between and all the pieces I got to put together. No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't like all the in between at all. So I don't know if I'm okay with just walking the path and then boom, when I get there, like, oh, or if I want to know, because I go back and forth. Like sometimes I'm like, I still want to know it's going to be a bike. I'm just trying to put it together the way that it's supposed to be. Or do I just want to walk the path and then when I get there, it is what it is. So I go back and forth on that. But again, don't try to be too strict on what it is. Like everything is go with the flow. You don't have to put so many check marks. You're giving me very Capricorn energy, or Leo energy, like you're very strict. I have to go this way. I have to do this way. I have to learn this lesson. I have to show that I learned this lesson. And it's not that. And they're telling me to tell you to give yourself some grace for how far you've come. You're looking at how far you need to go. And they're saying, give yourself some grace for how far you've come. Like look back on your journey and be like, oh my gosh, I went through so much. Please believe this. If you're in the United States, or even if you're not in the United States, know this, you survived a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? That is something that I tell myself all the time when I'm hard on myself. I'm like, look, Angie, you survived a pandemic. Before that, you had no knowledge of it. Like you had heard about it in history, but you had no real knowledge of it. And you survived a pandemic. So that is accomplishment. Like I pat myself on the back all the time. You didn't go crazy. You didn't lose your job. You didn't, end up living on the side of a road. Like you really, really survived a pandemic. And, there's other things along the way that you've done. So give yourself grace for the things that you've done. And you may need to just write down the things that have happened to you in the last 5 years. And you'll be like, damn, I did a lot. Like I really, really did do a lot. So you may just need to show a timeline of things that you've survived and give yourself some grace for that.
And to be clear, Clarence, you did say here, so you don't see it gonna happen with Peter if it starts in the future. No, that's not what either one of us said. You're the one who was saying you had the chemistry issue. We're just saying that he's the energy that seems to be picking up because you connected to the guitar. We didn't say it was going to be.
No, it doesn't have to be him. We just saw the guitar, and it could be somebody new that's coming up. Don't fixate on it. And this is why I don't like to give names. Don't fixate on Peter or his name. If he's in the past, then let it fly. Let it go. And then this could be a new person. But the guitar just seems to be a very big, prominent thing in there. I'm not going to nail it down to Peter because Peter doesn't seem like he was a good person for you.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So that's all I got for Clarence. But your energy is nice. I like it. A little bit, I don't want to say naive, but like, and not necessarily immature, but you just don't seem like you've, like, it's innocent. Maybe your energy just seems innocent to me. Like you haven't, you're not, and I don't want to say jaded, but there's an innocence to you, and you need to be more into the innocence of it than the hard jadedness of it. That's maybe where I'm trying to go with it.
And also, again, the guitar, anyone could play the guitar. Again, so the guitar is the key. It doesn't mean Peter is the key with the guitar, but yeah.
And I never use the word soulmate because I just don't like to use soulmates, and I don't truly know enough about soulmates to tell you if this is your soulmate. And don't look at every relationship as like that energy is given. Have you ever watched Tiny Toons? And you remember Elmira from Tiny Toons, and she used to love the heck out of those little animals. I want to love you and hug you and squeeze you forever. And she would just hold them so tight and they would be trying to escape her. Don't get into that energy about everybody that you meet. Just let it go with the flow. If it works out, they're fine. If it doesn't work out, it's a lesson learned, or it was a good time. They're here for a good time, not a long time. Don't let people walk all over you. But don't assume that every single person you meet is going to be your forever. You're learning lessons along the way until you get to the person you need to be. Because just as a person who may be your forever may need to learn some lessons, you may still have a couple lessons that you need to learn. And so your higher power is walking you through so you can burn off all of these, bad habits or, negative energies. And then when you actually meet each other, you're a more healed person. So concentrate on your growth versus, is this my forever? And so in that way, you won't look for your joy and happiness in somebody else. Be totally healed and happy yourself, and you'll attract somebody who's healed and happy to you, to make you, and then you two will be two 100% people. It's not like a 50, like, oh, he's a 50 and I'm a 50. No, we're both 100%, or we're both moving in the direction of healing, and we know we've overcome a lot, and so we are both ready for that kind of love.
Well, and it's interesting, the yeah, it's just, the most important thing is when you put your energy out there, you open yourself up and put your energy out there. You'd be surprised what happens.
Exactly.
That's the key right there. Because if you're looking, people say, people actually, it's funny because they, like Angie was saying, they sometimes they even use terms that they've heard, they think they know what they mean, and then if they only knew, it's like, yeah, not so much. It's like, who cares if that's the funny part. People are like, I want to meet my soulmate. Why? Your soulmate may not be meant for you in this lifetime to be together. The soulmate means you're going to spend time in various lifetimes together. It doesn't mean this time, for some reason, you chose maybe not to be together this time. So it's like, it's one of those things that it sounds like wonderful thing. It's very dreamy, but I'm one of those people who the metaphysical community would hate me in that sense, because I don't buy into all of this and that.
Me either. Twin flame and soulmate are just two cringe words that just make me grind my teeth, because I'm like, please don't say that. And I just tell people I don't know enough about it to tell you whether this person is your twin flame or your soulmate. And usually the person that's asking the question don't know enough about it to even know that if I say yes, what that really means. Because if I say yes, this is your soulmate, do you truly know the definition of what a soulmate is? You're thinking it's just my romantic partner who's blah, 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 and that may not be the truth.
Yeah. It's one of those words you're just like, and again, it's not a bad word. It's just that what happened is between social media and then, people who love to get a lot of attention, because soulmate, if you put soulmate in a reading, if you put soulmate on a title of something, man, you get the clicks. It's clickbait.
Or twin flame. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get somebody to say, hey. And people just don't always understand that. And as soon as somebody tell me, oh, you got a twin flame. No, I don't. Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't tell me. I don't. I renounce that throne. No.
Yeah, I'm really, really a pessimist about that. And so when people start talking that, I'm like, oh, good Lord. You kind of lose credibility with me when you start getting real deep in that stuff. And it's not because I'm not saying they're right or wrong, and that's not what I'm saying. It just, in my world, those phrases are just so overused that I feel like I've become desensitized to it.
Exactly. Yes, Don, that makes sense. So those are lessons that you've learned about having bad chemistry. Don't live in the place of bad chemistry. You've had bad chemistry with people in the past. You've learned your lesson. If you want to reminisce on the bad chemistry, what did you get out of that situation with the bad chemistry? Did I ask too many questions? Did they ask too many questions? What was it about this situation that felt like bad chemistry? Was I overly analytical? Was I afraid? Was there fear? Was there something they were doing? Get the lesson and move on. Don't stay in the place of bad chemistry. Don't keep ruminating on it. Just get the lesson and move on. Okay, well, you know what? In this situation, it was this person or it was me. Or the way that you learn the things that you like is by experiencing things that you don't like. I don't like a person who does this. Like, you know how I don't like a person who brags? I experienced a person who brags all the time about stuff. Oh, I paid $300 for these glasses. Oh, I lost a $600 pair of shoes or this and that. I don't like bragging people, but the way that I learned that I didn't like bragging people is that I dealt with a person that brags. Do I go around telling people I don't like people that brag, or that I have bad chemistry with somebody that brags? No, it's a lesson learned, and it's a check mark for me to say, oh, that's a behavior that I don't like. That's a behavior that I don't. And I move on. You get the lesson and you keep it moving and you move forward, but you authentically be who you are. When you try to mold yourself into what that person may like, that's when you have problems, because you got to keep pretending to be that person. If you're 100% authentically you and they don't like you, that's fine, but they got the real you. Because if I pretend to be a person who likes be like, I'm not an outdoors person. The last person I met said that they like to go outside, they like to go fishing, they like to be on the boat. This was me. No, sir. And he was like, would you go on a boat? I said, if I went on the boat, I would have to find something else to do. I'm not a fishing person, but I'm not going to pretend and be like, oh yeah, I love outside. No, because when we get outside and I start running from the bugs and the chickers and the little blah, 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 he's going to know that I was lying.
Mhm.
Right? So authentically be who you are, because if you don't, you're going to have to keep pretending to be who you presented yourself as. So if you're 100% you, love it or hate it, you are 100% you, and you don't have to keep changing.
And that mask will come off. That guaranteed mask will come off.
Exactly.
Sometimes in the worst times. Yes, indeed. Well,
All
Miss
right, so
Angie,
who's
who is
next?
next?
Exactly. Hey, Keena. Keena's in here.
Hey, Miss Keena,
She
how
had
are
bowling
you?
tonight. She was talking about her 118 bowling average or something she was telling us about. Did you do good tonight, Keena? Tell us that. There was somebody in here I saw. Oh, Jamila. Jamila wanted to know advice about
Internship or
which
something,
route she
right?
should. Hmm.
Internship or something?
Internship.
Right?
And so as soon as I read that, they showed me two paths. And so I don't know if you heard about one and then you heard about the second one, but they told me path B. So whichever one you heard about second seems to be the better option for you, because they made it seem like it was two choices. And I don't know if you have more than two choices, but the second choice, the B choice, is the one that they're saying seems to be more aligned with you, or whichever one you were considering second. So like if you were thinking, oh, maybe I'll go into pediatrics versus thoracic, which is a throat. The second one seems to be the better choice, is how they're presenting it to me. So I don't know how that was presented to you. Oh, Keena got a 121 tonight. All right, Keena, you did good.
Right. She's rocking
None
and
of
rolling.
that means anything to me, because I get about a 75 solid. I can give you 75 solid. But Jamila, that's what I got for you. And I hope that you're still here to hear that. That's all I got for her, Donna.
Okay. Let's see. Who else is then calling you, Miss Angie? This S. Marie. Have we read that? She looks new. I don't recognize that one.
Marie. Oh, I haven't seen that name either.
S. Marie, if you want like a reading. Oh, she's here, by the way. Jamila's here.
Oh, yes, I met a NP on Facebook. She works at the clinic. I may be able to do it here. Oh,
So nurse practitioner. She met a nurse
okay,
practitioner.
Jamila. That sounds very familiar. Okay. So is that the second choice?
Huh? A traveling nurse or something?
I feel like that's why I said, oh yeah, because this feels familiar. Like we've talked to Jamila a couple times about her nursing. Oh, and we were giving her all those options before on what she could do. And we recommended, I think, traveling nursing or something like that. I remember having this conversation with her. So you want to know if you should be an NP or... You don't have the money to retake your vaccines? You got to pay for it? What? So what are the options you're asking us? Should you become a nurse practitioner, or should you because I don't understand. Okay. I don't have the money to retake my vaccine. I was thinking, should I go to my doctor and get a medical exemption form? I mean, what would it hurt if you were to get an exemption form?
And if vaccines are that expensive, vaccines, you don't
Right.
have
Like what kind of vaccines you need?
most vaccines. Well, of course, anyway, yeah, but because these days things have changed in that regard. But
Exactly.
so you don't have insurance, or you're not working or something, or your insurance doesn't cover that.
And what is it that you want to know? You said, what route should I take on my internship? And they presented it to me like you had two options and to take the second option. So do you have two options that you could take for your internship? Is that what you're saying? And is one of them the nurse practitioner route and one of them is a different route? Is that what you're saying? Hey, KK.
Hey, KK.
The thing that I'm saying is whatever your second choice was, that's the choice that they keep showing me as option B is the option that you should take. So if option B means going to your doctor and getting the exemption, then maybe that is the route you should take. But I thought vaccines were free, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, no insurance. There are over $100 vaccines for like 4. So you need these for school? And what does that have to do with the internship? Like you can't get the internship if you don't get the vaccines. I mean, this doesn't seem like a hard question. Just go to your if it's free to get the exemption, why would that be an option? If you can't afford to get the vaccines and you can go and get the exemption from your doctor, why wouldn't you just do that? Like I don't understand why that's a dilemma. I can't afford it. I can get this exemption. Let me get the exemption. Like I was just talking to Don today about a situation. He said, "Oh, you can apply for this immediately." Boom. I'm going to go and apply for it immediately because that's the lesser of the two evils. So just get the exemption. And if the school will take the exemption, that makes sense. If the school isn't going to take the exemption, then you may have to do a little something strange for a little change to get that $100 to take those vaccines. And is there any kind of I just felt like there should be other options for getting free vaccines, but I don't know. Like, have you looked up situations where you can get the necessary vaccines that you need to go to school? Like, is there some kind of form that you can fill out for school to get the vaccines? Like, they'll help you with the cost of getting it. Like, oh, I want to go to school. This is the cost that I need to do. Or again, you may have to do something strange for a little bit of change to get the money for the vaccines. It's kind of like one of those situations of how bad do you want it? Like either I can get the exemption or I can figure out how to get the money to take the vaccines and go back to school. And how are you paying for school? Like who's paying for the school then? And does the school have, because on my campus at school, we had a clinic and you could go to the clinic at school. So do you not have a clinic at the school that you want to go to that maybe could administer the vaccines? Like, I feel like if this is a part of the program or a necessary requirement, then it should be something that you could filter into paying for it. Like, I feel like we're making this harder than it has to be. That's not a psychic thing. Just get the exemption or get the money to get the stuff. And will the school take the exemption? Like, it makes no sense to get the exemption if the school is going to say, well, no. Oh, you're paying out of pocket bi-weekly for school online. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
but if you have a prospective employer, won't your prospective employer cover the cost of your vaccines?
Or the person you're trying to do the internship with, like if that's necessary, couldn't they just be like, boom, 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 here's the vaccines you need?
Because I mean, it's going to be a medical facility, is what I'm guessing is going to be there.
Right.
So if that's the case, wouldn't that be in line with them providing that?
And wouldn't the nurse practitioner person you met on Facebook know more about this than we would psychically?
Mm-hmm.
Like these seem like logical questions, not psychic questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Googleable questions. Just click, 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 click.
Anyway, that's what I was picking up.
Yeah.
Just it was kind of, well, I wasn't picking that up. That was just kind of one of those logical questions, like what?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the school would offer that option.
Mm-hmm. So who is next, Miss Angie?
Mm, sorry, I was looking up something for Miss Jamila.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, you're in Arizona too, because you said I was offered a chance to work at a small clinic in Avondale with a nurse practitioner. I would assume that that person may be like, oh, okay, I can get you the vaccines. I would try that, or I would say that. I mean, it can't hurt. What is the problem with the clinic? Like, does it mean you have to stop? Like, I don't understand what the dilemma is here. Like, if you were offered a job and you need a job, what's the dilemma? Like, I feel like we're creating something that doesn't have to be a dilemma. I need a job. She's offering me a job. It's a desirable job in the field that I want to work in. I'll take the job.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to not have the vaccines if that's what you need? Like, you're going to be around sick people. Do you not want the vaccine? All right, who's next? Who is it Shania? I feel like every time she comes on, I butcher her name. Shania, Shaina, Shania. A general. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm saying your name wrong, can you please help me out? Jamila, you making this harder than it has to be. This person is offering you an externship or a job there. Will it satisfy as your externship? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and take the nurse practitioner externship. Or does the school have to answer? Like, I feel like we're making this harder than it has to be, because I feel like you're making a Rubik's Cube out of this, and Rubik's Cubes confuse me. So, I feel like you're making this harder than it has to be. I have an opportunity to work here. If this will serve as my externship, then I'll choose the nurse practitioner job, and then she'll probably allow me to get the vaccines that I need. Or if not, then I have to get the vaccines for there. Then I have to come up with the money, and I have to figure out a way to get it done. Or I have to figure out if there's a waiver for me getting it done, or if there's an option in Arizona that'll allow me to get free vaccines while I'm in nursing school. Like, these seem like things that you could just Google and just say, oh, okay, these are my options. This is what I can do. Like, I don't feel like I psychically need to say there's a place that'll give you vaccines. And are you thinking the school is going to pick something better? Like, my hair hurt. I'm back. Shania. Was it Shane? I don't even know. Shania, can you tell me how to say your name, sweet lady, please? Oh, S. Marie said, oh, we were supposed to do S. Marie, Don. That's what we started on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I shouldn't pay attention.
No, I forgot because we went back to Jamila.
Yeah.
Try a local health department. Oh, yeah, that might be a good idea too, like a local health department. Like, I feel like this would be something they would teach you in nursing school, like where the resources are in the community.
Mhm.
Or I feel like you should be able to call like the health department and ask them, is there a place that offers free vaccines in Maricopa County? Like, I feel like that would be a good place to start. Like, call the health department and say, I'm in nursing school, or I'm, blah, blah, blah. I need to have these vaccines. Is there a place that offers them? So I would start there. Definitely start there.
Yeah, and I think you're going to find that there is something. I used to sit on the board of the Maricopa County Health Board and for the county health system, and we did have a lot of things like that we provided for free.
Don,
So I think
everywhere, like, you're not even old enough to have done all of these things.
yeah. That's the first thing. When I first came to the Valley in 2012, I was appointed to that board.
Okay, she said she tried the health department, and then she didn't figure it out. I don't know. Okay. Well, I assume there has to be some place around here that'll give free vaccines to individuals or the school that you're going to seems like they would be able to help you to find those resources because it's nursing school. Like, I would also start with like my educator there, like the person who's teaching the courses should be able to tell you, okay, well, I need these vaccines. How do I get them? So the nursing school should be able to help you too.
What I would strongly recommend is become a good friend with something called ChatGPT and type it in ChatGPT and say, can you find me someplace in Maricopa County, Arizona that I can get some free vaccinations?
Right.
And I think you'd be very surprised that they actually pop up for you someplace, because I guarantee someone does it. I'm not guaranteeing that, that it's going to be easy to find, but on ChatGPT, it goes out there and searches all the different things that are available on the net, so it can deliver. If I were you, I would take advantage of it. It's there. It's free. Why not?
Okay. That's a good idea, Jamila. I hope that works if they pick the internship for you, because you said you need those. So I don't know. And maybe I would just skip a portion of the payment on my biweekly payment and just go pay the $100 for the vaccine. I might do that too, like rob Peter to pay Paul. Okay, so S. Marie, what was your question? She said general. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. S. Marie, let me see. Let me get to your entry. I have to clear all this. Ooh, I help the child. I don't even know where my selenite stick is. Oh, well. Let me just clear it. Okay. Back to where we were. What was the question? Oh, S. Marie. Yes, S. Marie, I do know that you're still here. And Shania, Shania, you must have left because you never responded. Let me see what I got for S. Marie. Okay. So immediately Tortoise Love. So immediately when I get into your energy, S. Marie, I keep hearing somebody saying, come to the door. Like the door is already there and they're saying, come to the door. Like you see the door. It's kind of like you're standing on the sidewalk and you see the door here ready for you to come to the door, but you're looking all around like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And you're presenting yourself in a situation where they're showing it to me that you're presenting yourself as the Two of Swords, where you're blindfolding yourself and not seeing the options that are available for you. And the door is right there. Like you're outside in the elements. And if you come to this door, because I keep hearing there's somebody on the inside of the door and they're saying, come to the door. If you come to the door, you won't even have to knock. It'll just be open. Like the opportunity is there and you're not walking to the door on the path that you should know. And so if they're showing me the Two of Swords, it's a decision that you have to make, but you're blindfolded and you seem to have put the blindfold on so you can't see your options. I have option A and I have option B, and I don't want to see either. I just want to say that I don't know what to do. When you clearly know what to do, you just won't pick the two options. And I don't know if one's is it kind of like Sophie's choice, like choosing between two bad options or whatever it is. You just don't seem to be wanting to make the choice of whatever it is, because I clearly heard in a deep voice, and it feels more like an angelic divine voice, come to the door. If you come to the door will just open and you can walk through. There's nothing holding you back from this path except for you not turning to the right. They're making it clear that you need to turn right to come to this door, to open the door, to walk through, to get whatever it is you want. So whatever it is that you're asking for is on the other side of the door. You just have to make the decision to walk through the door. Should I move forward with my spiritual practice? Yes. So then if that's what the answer is, yes. And I don't know what your spiritual practice is, but most of it doesn't cost anything, unless like maybe to start an LLC, unless you need office space, like you're trying to do Reiki or something like that, where you need to physically touch somebody. Most spiritual practices you could do online and cost you nothing. So your hesitation, does that mean that you're not ready? Does that mean that you don't think that you're good enough? Like the hesitation seems to be on your side, not on your higher power side. And I feel like you're getting the messages that you need. You just keep submitting to somebody less. So imagine I'm your higher power and I'm telling you, yes, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. And then you go to somebody else and say, hey, my higher power said this, is this true? If I'm your higher power, I'm looking at you cross-eyed because I just told you what to do. And you went to a lesser authority on earth to ask them to confirm something that a higher authority gave you. That's like God telling you, don't go. And then you're going to another person saying, well, God said, don't go. Should I go? And they say, no, go. And then you get messed up and you say, well, I didn't know what to do. I clearly told you what to do. And you went to a lesser authority to get confirmation of something that a higher power can see. Like my guides really do not like when they tell me something, then I'd be like, well, my guides told me this. What do you think? They look at me cross-eyed like, hey, we told you what to do. Why would you go and confirm that with somebody else? And also, this message may have just been for you and not for you to tell somebody else, because either they could take your idea or they could put doubt in you about the idea. So I feel like you're ready and your spiritual guides are telling you that you're ready. It's something in you that is telling you no, because spiritual practice doesn't take anything, doesn't take a lot. If you need tarot, then maybe some cards, and you really only need one set of cards. You don't need to pay a lot for cards. So what kind of spiritual practice are you doing? Because the startup cost is virtually zero. You just get online, like, and advertise and let people know that you're ready, or do little videos. Social media is completely free. So I'm not sure what the hesitation is. That's what I got for Miss S. Marie. Unless you're thinking about like, let me quit my job and just be like, let me just be Yoda. You might want to do both of them at the same time, because I work a full-time job and a part-time job in addition to doing this and personal readings and coaching. So I know what I want to do, but until my spiritual practice can pay all of my bills and allow me to travel, that 9 to 5 and that weekend needs to happen. And I just like lots of money coming into my account. Every time I get a little ding, 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 I get excited. So that keeps me working all of my jobs and doing all the things that I like to do. And so you have to decide, you have the same 24 hours in a day that I have. How are you going to add those items up? Because today I ended up doing 3 of my jobs. Like we're doing this live right now. I did, a session on the phone with somebody, and I did my regular 9 to 5. So I touched 3 different areas of what I want to do today. Same 24 hours you have. What is it that you want to do with those 24 hours? Just knowing how to start. What is it that you want to do? Like, what is it that you're trying to do when you say spiritual practice? Because that could be a lot of things. That could be Reiki. That could be, life coaching. That could be tarot. That could be psychic. That could be mediumship. What is it that you want to do? And if you don't necessarily know, have you tried anything?
Good point.
Right. Like like you could come to Tuesday night class and see if and try your hand in mediumship and psychic, and that's free. We don't even charge anybody for that. And we've been doing it for years and advertising it for years. We just tell you to email us. We'll send you the link, and we're just giving away knowledge. You can just come in there and practice with people who are eager to be read, or connect with other people who want to do it for free, and try your hand and see what you want to do. We had another friend who wanted to do Reiki. As soon as she said she needed somebody, I just went right in and used her service so she could get the practice or whatever. So you have to decide what it is you want to do, and you don't have to stick to it. Like you could be like, oh, okay, I want to do tarot now. You get to tarot, you don't like it. You like psychic more. You like mediumship more. It's not like I think we were all kind of ruined because we thought like at 18, what do I want to go to school for? That's the rest of my life. You don't have to decide the rest of your life at every single moment. You can decide, I want to try this. I want to try that. I want to do this. I want to do that, and do all of those things, and then see what you like the best. And then whatever it is, then that's what you do. Like when I was first starting out, I just went to a couple of my friends and said, hey, can I do a reading on you? And then I did the reading. A couple of them told me no because they were afraid of it, and I just moved on. But you have to try something to know what you do or do not like. How do I know whether I like sushi or not? I tried sushi. Spiritual medicine. What kind of medicine? Like, are you going to be doing herbs? Are you going to, like, what level of medicine? Are you doing mushrooms? Are you doing herbs? What do you know? Do you know enough about any of those things to start that thing, to start that kind of practice? What do you know about any of them that you can actively present to me? So if I came to you and said, okay, S. Marie, I want to do your services. What do you know about spiritual medicine? I have this issue. How are you going to help it for me? Like today we as a matter of fact, go on to Miss Julie's Love Riot Warrior page, and she did an interview today with somebody who is an herbalist person in Arizona. And that's what they do. They work with moringa. She was a moringa lady, and she was just telling us all the stuff about that. Also, Miss Julie used to do a show on Tuesdays with Claudine, with the lady who did all the stuff about mushrooms. So what amount of knowledge do you have right now that is serviceable for me? Like if I wanted to patronize you, what could you do for me? Okay, then what's the problem? If you're already an herbalist, what's the issue? Like, I feel like you're creating an issue where there doesn't have to be one. Energy reading, as in psychic, like that's what I think energy, for me, that's what energy reading means. You're psychic, and then tarot. Those are all easy things you could do. You can get online and do that. The same way we're doing it, we're just practicing, we're just honing our skills by doing these free readings. So that's the same thing you do. You just go live and start reading people, or you come to our class on Tuesday and start reading people, or you ask family and friends, can you read them? So that's what I got.
Yep.
And Don, didn't you find Miss Tina's class on God, what is that site called? Meetup. So those are all things that you could do.
Yep. And there's usually something going on in everybody's area. So if you're looking,
go to Meetup and you'll find people. That's how we all found. Well, that's not how I found Miss Tina, but we knew somebody who knew about it, and that's how we went there. But Don found it on Meetup. Other people have found it on Meetup. Our whole platform on Tuesday is having like-minded people together and giving you a safe space to come in and practice.
Yep. Absolutely.
There you go. So that's good, Miss S. Marie. Let us know what your channel is and anything like that, and I'll subscribe to your channel. If you come to class, we will welcome you right on in. All right, who's next?
Oh, absolutely.
Who's next?
Absolutely. Let's see.
Hey, K Weezy. I've been talking about you a lot, K Weezy. I know you always come in and want mediumship readings. Please email us so that we can tell you. So, because there's a mediumship class on Monday. There's a group of people online from our community, and they do mediumship, and they need sitters. And so on Monday night, you could possibly get like 3 or 4 different mediumship readings. And I know you're very much into trying to get mediumship. So email us Um, and then we'll send you the
The
link.
email is. I just popped the email up for you right there, KWZ. Write that email down, click it, save it, whatever.
And then say that,
But
right.
email, and we'll send you the link. And when Angie says sitters, what sitter is? A sitter is somebody who's sitting to be
Right.
read. So you'll be read either 3 or 4 times in one evening, and so we're only asking like an hour and a half of your
Yeah.
time. So you want some readings? The great resource
Yeah.
there. Mhm.
So, and you can use that email address to get the link for Tuesday night class and for Monday night class also.
Mhm.
So there you go.
How about spiritual
My
princess,
gosh,
Miss
Don, I
Angie?
was just
What
rolling.
you
You might be psychic, Don.
because I'm drawn to her too. That's
I was
absolutely.
just wondering what my guys. Okay, let's see. Spiritual princess. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Spiritual princess, did you just end a relationship or kick somebody out? Because they showed me you kicking somebody out the door. Like maybe you ended some kind of relationship or some kind of situation where you put somebody out of your space, either out of your house, out of a relationship, or out of your life. But you're giving somebody, like I see your leg kicking somebody out and you ended it. And maybe you're wondering if that was the right choice. And they're saying it is. It's okay. Go ahead and move forward. Don't worry about the repercussions I'm hearing, and don't wonder if you made the right decision. So I hope that's true. Is that, I mean, wait, I don't know how I want to say this, but I'm wanting to know if that resonates with you. Yes, out of your space. Okay, cool. So they're saying it's okay. You made the right decision. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the repercussions, and don't worry about whether it was the right decision, because it was the right decision, because they clearly showed me you kicking them out. And then they showed me you kind of breathing easier, like, finally, I'm not under that cloud of whatever storm cloud they were in your life. You released it, and now you're feeling better, and you're like, things just seem brighter. Like, you know how things smell different, like, oh, I smelled a flower before. It smells different now that I'm not under the dreariness of whatever was holding, was clouding my senses. So you feel like you've made a good choice. And then why are they showing me like they're showing me like a gate, like a horse gate, like a gate where you would keep horses from getting out. So are you a rancher, or do you have something to do with horses? What is with the horses? Why are they showing me the horses? You seem to really like horses, and I see you like maybe touching horses or doing something with horses. Is that true? And then I heard change the pace. So I don't know if you've been going at a slower pace and you need to speed up, or if you've been moving at a survival mode and you need to kind of notice that you are now thriving. Okay. They're saying don't worry about the repercussions. So if they're saying don't worry about the repercussions, to me that means it is over. If they're saying don't worry about the repercussions, to me that feels like it's not going to come back, or it's not going to be as bad as you think, because clearly they said don't worry about the repercussions and you made the right choice. So don't worry about that. But again, what's with the horses too? But again, your energy seems lighter and brighter, like the sun seems to shine directly on you now that you've released this energy or got this black cloud out. Oh, okay, you need to pick the pace up. Okay, that's what they're saying, because they're saying, change the pace. Okay, so you need to pick it back up. That's okay, that makes sense. And then again, they're showing me horses. So I don't know if you need to do horse therapy or you need to work with horses, but I get you kind of rubbing on a horse or kind of talking to a horse and feeling at ease with the horse. And I know Miss Tina here, she does, oh, you're waiting to find out if you're moving to a farm. Then I feel that that's a yes, because they are clearly showing me the vast open land. So that to me feels like a yes, because they were showing me the horses and the land and the big gate to keep the horses in. So that seems like a yes. So that's what I got for spiritual princess. I like your name too.
I got a lot of self doubt, self questioning. I get that's the one thing that comes to me, and it's not about it's not so much about what you should. The doubt is not about what you should do or whatever. It's more about what you feel you can do and you can't do. And I think you limit yourself. You limit yourself very very much, and I think you need to shake off that yoke and realize you can do many things and you are more than capable. And I was asking Spirit, well, why is that? What's at the root cause of this self doubt? And and the energy they give me is that the self doubt came from a lot of people not having faith in you when you were younger, and you just kind of started buying into it too. And you've got to shake it off. You know, who cares what people think? Who cares what other people have thought? The person you are now is the person who who is who has the abilities, who has the wherewithal, the knowledge, and so that person's the one who needs to shine right now. And so who cares what everybody else thinks? The thing is, when you step out, when you step up and you step out, people will come up. They'll be supportive because they'll say, "Oh, I was wrong." It's amazing how quickly they don't care if you're this, that, or the other. The most important thing is they want you to prove you can do whatever you can do. That's the key. That's the key.
People want you to be authentic, just authentically you. Like a lot of times we think like, oh, I'm supposed to be this or I'm supposed to be that. If you're just who you're supposed to be, you'll attract the people who like authentically who you are. Like, right? So you don't have to be like, oh, I'm trying to attract myself to this group or to this group. Be you, and then the groups will come to you. But when you were saying about the people who talk down to her, Don, that's exactly how I heard like little whispers of people saying, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that. And so that's how I heard it. And so as you spoke it, I was like, oh, yes, Don, that's exactly how it sounds.
Yep. And she bought into it. And I'm not saying it's bad to be buying into it. The reality is you knew no better. You knew no better, and you didn't have the confidence. But now it's time for you to have the confidence because now you know better.
Exactly.
You have some value to offer it.
Exactly. And then, gosh, it was something else I was going to say about find out if you're moving to a firm. It was something else. Do you teach something? Like, do you make something? Wait, okay. Do you have ties to Native American customs, rituals, cultures? Because they keep showing me kind of like like things that are made by hand, like handmade things, but they seem to have a significance culturally. Like they keep showing me like a dream catcher and a drum and things made out of leather, but it also has like turquoise beading on it. So do you have connection to Native American or something along that line? Either way, you're very spiritually connected and you really need to focus on that, like focus on where you want to be and on not on what other people tell you should be.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so maybe that's the person you need to gravitate to if they're a positive person, because they are clearly showing me the Native American and the spiritual things and the spiritual practices. And I don't know if this person can help you and lead you along in that way or help you to overcome some of the things that you're dealing with. But I do get that very strong. The turquoise beading is very, very popular. So I don't know if you have a piece of jewelry or something that they gave you, but maybe you should wear it, or maybe you should kind of hold it and I don't know, just kind of get familiar with it and allow its energy to either absorb your negativity or its energy to give you some positivity. But they're clearly showing me this turquoise jewelry and the connection that you need in your hand, like to feel it, touch it, absorb it. Oh, she gifted you some guides. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Gifted guides of spirit guides?
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that's
or did she just tell you who your guides were? Either way, this person seems to be very spiritually connected. It seems to be a positive light in your life, and you should gravitate to that person if they are in fact truly positive in your life and move forward with it. You do have some gifts and some things that you could do. Okay, I didn't. How do you give somebody a spirit guide? You just tell them this is your guide and you can have it. I didn't know that you could control your guides like that and be like, Don, here is your guide. But
Well, that's
new term for me.
yeah, that's a new one for me. Yep.
Oh, she told you how to connect it. Oh, because I was like, what? Well, if they're her guides, why does she let you connect to them? You should be connecting to your own guides, right? Like I wouldn't go to Don's guides and be like, hey, give me some advice. You would learn how to connect to your own guides because you want your higher power. I don't want Don's higher power. I want Angie's higher power. So she may have taught you how to connect to guides, and they may be your own guides. We may be just, crossing terms, or it may just be a misunderstanding of the guys that you connected to. But you would really want to connect to your guides because your guides are taking you on your journey and helping you to filter through your life versus Don's guides are helping him filter through his life, and connecting to his guides are going to give me information about him, not necessarily what I need to do. If they're connected with a person, they'll work with him. Right. So Don's guides work with him. Why would he gift them to me? Why would he, if I gift you something, I'm giving it away. So if I have this phone here and I gift it to Don, I'm giving it to him. It's no longer mine. Why would I gift you my guides? Why would I take my guides from me and give them to you? Showing you how to connect with your guides makes a lot of sense, but I wouldn't give my guides away to Don.
And Angie and I have been in classes together, and even in these situations where, we connect to the same spirits.
Exactly.
But when we connect through I'll connect through my guides. Angie connects through her guides, and those guides reach out and connect to the spirits that are out there.
Right.
But yeah, usually it seems strange because your guides, the thing they do for you is to protect and make sure that you're not headed off in the wrong direction, and they nudge you and that kind of stuff. Usually they're pretty busy with you. It's interesting to hear they would.
Right. Like my guide can go and talk to Don's guide and then give me a message back to give to Don, but his guides aren't directing me. Right.
Exactly.
So,
and I guarantee this is that your gatekeeper is not shared. I guarantee that your gatekeeper is solely yours 24/7 from birth to death. And so you can say what you want about spirit guides, but I will guarantee you your gatekeeper is yours and yours alone. And it's for you and supporting of you from life to death 24/7. The other ones come and go. That one stays with you always.
Exactly. And so it either way, it's a wonderful thing that you're connecting to guides, but I would clearly ask, are you my guides and are you here for me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, that doesn't make sense. And her guides could have been saying, oh, you need to open up to meet your guides. My focus would be on how to meet my guides. So that's where I would try to hone in on meeting my own guides. And Don has some great meditations that will help you meet your spirit guides, your crossed over loved ones. So if you go on Don's page, Don has a meet your spirit guides connection. So let me see whose page you're on. You're on Don's page, or you're on Don's Twitch. So is it Twitch? Is that what it's called, Don? Because that's okay. So if you go onto Don's YouTube page, same thing, Sonora Mystic Tarot. If you go onto, there it is, Meet Your Spirit Guides. This meditation, and you may have to listen to it a couple of times. I like to listen to it just before I'm going to sleep, because that way it takes me over into that la la land, and it still connects with me in that dream state. And I'm a little less resistant in my dream state with connecting to my guides. And even if it does put you to sleep, Don isn't offended because it relaxes you enough that you are open to the guides. And so I would do this meditation that Don has here to help meet your spirit guides. And if you go into this same list that Don has, he has one to meet crossed over loved ones. He has one to meet your gatekeeper. So there's different meditations that you could try to meet your own spirit guides and then connect with them and then move forward with them so that they can guide you. And again, she could have introduce you to her guides so that they could help you to meet your guides, I would assume. And I don't know that for true. But again, they did show me the person with the Native American ties, with the turquoise jewelry, and with the like the ritual or spiritual practices. So I would connect with that person to some degree to get a little bit more understanding of what's going on or how to move forward in your journeys, because I do see a positive spiritual journey for you. I do see you again on the farm, so that's a good thing. If it's not the one that you're actually looking for, but I do see you on a farm because I did see the horses, and to me, that's what that looks like. And so I do see positive things for you. So I hope that helps you out, Spiritual Princess. It was so nice to meet you. Your energy seems lovely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, who's next? Oh, exactly. I like what you told S. Marie. Hey, Samantha. We're good. How are you? And this is the kind of conversation that we have in class, but a little bit more in depth. And we do practices every night. Like Don comes with some really, really good stuff. And sometimes we'll get together and just like we all got together. And one night we just worked on the Guthrie case. What's the lady's name?
Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Savannah Guthrie. We worked on her case one night. We've done missing person stuff. And so we get together and do different things. It's spiritually that we just are interested in and test our methods and our abilities in different ways.
Angie, I don't know how to say this name, and how would you say it?
Last name Sony.
There you go.
That's how they used to do me in school. Last name Lewis. So last name
Abhishek Sony. If you are still here, let us know, because I am drawn to that name. Let us know, and we will give you a reading. If you are still here.
Oh, this is Curti.
Who is it?
Remember Curti that comes to Julie's readings all the time. She comes to Julie's channels all the time. I think this is the husband's name. She's using the husband's account. So this is Curti. So yeah, she's now on her own Facebook page. Yeah, this is Curti.
Okay. So Curti, are you still here?
Yes, she's in on her Facebook page.
Okay. So this one. Let's give her a reading.
Okay. Immediately, Curti, when I get into your energy, I see that you're trying to move forward, but somebody has a band, like they have a big rubber belt that they have around your waist, and they're pulling you back and they're keeping you from moving forward. You're struggling and trying to move forward, but they keep pulling you back, and you're really, really trying to move forward. And you don't really seem to they're stronger than you, so they keep pulling you back and pulling you back and pulling you back. So I don't know what kind of hold this person has on you that is holding you back, but you're trying to move forward. You just have to figure out how to get this, whatever this band from around you that's holding you back, because they have whatever this tie is that they've wrapped around you. They've pulled it. They're holding you back with the tie. They're not touching you. They're not saying anything. They're physically holding you back. So is there someone who is really, I don't know who the they is. It's just, and it could be a behavior. It could be a belief, but something is holding you back. Like you're trying to move forward, but you're physically being held back. So is there something in your life that is keeping you from making the forward moves that you want to make? Like, are you supposed to be on a journey? Are you supposed to be relocating? Are you supposed to be doing something, and you keep letting something hold you back or pull you back or not let you move forward? Is it a mindset? Is it a belief? Is it something that you are allowing to hold you back? Because it doesn't seem to be that you don't have the will to move forward, but you're allowing something to keep blocking you from moving forward, to physically hold you back and keep you from making the steps forward that you need to be. because again, you have the wherewithal and the mental capacity to want to move forward, but you're allowing whatever this is to pull you back and keep you physically. Oh, so you have moved forward. Okay. Is it that you're reminiscing about wanting to go back? Like, is it that you're missing something and that's what's holding you back? Because I still feel like there's forward movement on your behalf. You're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like you're there's some mindset that keeps you focused on, that keeps holding you back. You're not looking back, but it's pulling you and you're not moving at the momentum. Like they're making your struggle harder. Like you have a tie to these people that are making your momentum slower than it has to be. Like you're ready, you're trying your hardest, you're full speed ahead, but whatever it is that's holding you back is keeping is making it a struggle for you to move forward. That's what I got for her, Don.
Are you having some communication issues, for lack of a better word, with your significant other right now? Is there something that it's like I feel like here in the throat. I feel like there's you are not speaking clearly to them, or you can't speak. You can't, you don't feel comfortable to speak clearly to them, or there's something. What's going on there?
So she says her husband wants to go back, so she feels like he will take her back sooner or later. So that's what the problem is. Your husband came with you, but he doesn't want to be there. So maybe you just need to let him go back. Like you can't force somebody to be where they don't want to be, right? That would be like me meeting somebody and they're like, hey, we're moving back to Michigan. I don't want to be in Michigan. And so going there would be forcing me to go somewhere that I don't want to go. And so I'm either going to go with them and be unhappy, or I'm going to disconnect from them and stay where I want to be. It's your choice. And so if this person wants to go back, don't force them to stay. You have to let them go back, or you have to go back as a unit. But they are clearly pulling you back. And the harder you try to go, this is the hold that they have on you. Like he wants to go back. And so either he's complaining about it or whatever it is, but it's pulling you back. And so whatever momentum you have going forward, you're allowing him to pull you back. So when you say they, or you don't know who it is, you know exactly who it is, and you know exactly what it is that's holding you back. Again, is it that you just don't want to deal with the reality of a separation? I mean, like you have several choices here. You either go back with that person or you move forward without that person. And I'm not advocating either way for either side, but the choice is clear. Like you either move forward in peace or you go back in whatever state that allows you to go back.
But again, for me, it comes down to you speaking your truth and owning it. Don't leave it sitting out there as a question mark. Don't leave it sitting out as there's a possibility. Just let me clear. It's like, you know what, this isn't going to happen.
But Don, if I remember this situation, she knew before she left that this person didn't want to go, right? Mm-hmm. She knew that they didn't want to go. They wanted to stay, and she said that she would go without them, or she would, or they would go with her. So right. It seems like they went with you, but they don't want to be there. So allow them to go back and you to stay forward if that's feasible financially and emotionally and physically for you. If that is something that you can do, then just do it. Like, I feel like you're putting yourself in a hot pot of water that you don't have to be in. You knew what the situation was and you went ahead with it anyway. It's right. Kind of like, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Somebody knowing, like, you've had history with this person, they've cheated on you so many times, and now they come back and say, oh, let's be a forever couple, and you go with them anyway, knowing what the past has been. And then when it happens again, now you're in a more complicated situation because now we're married. But I knew in the past that this is what you were. You didn't change any of your ways. The only thing we did was put a ring on it. And so now I'm still unhappy, but I'm unhappy with the ring on it. And it's more of a complication for me to separate from you. So, right. So you knew what the situation was and you pulled them with you knowing that they didn't want to go. not to be, and not to be like I'm pointing the finger at you, but it's just the reality of the situation. Sometimes we have to see the things that we did to put the stumbling blocks in our way. Like, what did I do to put this rock in my way that I stumbled over? What did I do to dig myself into this hole? If I know that I have rent coming up, going to Starbucks 4 times this week and spending, $8 to $10 a day may not be the best choice for me to make. I put myself in a financial deficit, and now I'm mad because I can't pay my rent. So it's understanding the situation and how I contributed to making the situation that way. And now there's nothing you can do about it except for how do I move forward? What is my plan to move forward? We have this discussion, like Don was saying, you have this communication and you say, hey, if you want to go back, you go back, but I don't want to. And then that's where you stand with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I got for you, Miss Curti.
Yeah, boy. Let's do
So that's
one
all
or
I
two
got
more.
for you.
Let's do 1 or 2 more, Miss Angie, and then we'll be out of here.
All right. Who's
Who else
next?
are you drawn to?
Didn't we read Healing Hearts? Or did I just say Healing Hearts?
I don't recall that we did.
Okay. If you have a question, put your question in there. I don't do the relationship reading, Samantha. Miss Bonnie, who is in the comments, your love goddess, she will do a great love reading for you. We don't do love readings, and I don't get into the other person's energy to tell you how they feel about you.
Exactly.
I can do a general reading for you, but I just don't do love readings in that way.
Angie and I are where love comes to die when it comes to love reading. So you really don't want one from us.
The Grim Reaper of love. But Miss Bonnie will give you all that you need. She's so look, she just loves it. She just loves the love reading. That's all I can say. Armona, she wants a career reading, so we can do that now.
Okay.
Immediately, Armona, when I get into your energy, I get you chugging along, right? There's a train on the track that is chugging along, but you're running next to the train. Why don't you need to get in the train car so that it could chug along for you? Like, I feel like you're making things harder than it has to be. Like, you won't take the assistance that you need. So I don't know if somebody's offering you something or if you're not checking into your resources, but the way they show it to me is there's a train on the track moving along, and instead of you getting in the train car, you are running along next to it and wondering why you're not making any progress. And so they're saying, absolutely use your resources, get into the car and allow the train's momentum to take you forward, because you're doing it on your own and you're working harder, not smarter. So career-wise, I'm not exactly sure, like, if you need to network a little bit more, you need to reach out to people and say, hey, a lot of the jobs that I got in the past when I was going through stuff is because I just had a social network of friends. Like, every job that I've had in Arizona, I know somebody from that job and probably could reach out to them for another resource or another job or another something in connection. And a lot of them told me about jobs. Like, I had a friend, we worked together at University of Phoenix. Then she became a manager at this hospital. And then she knew that I had worked at a law office in Michigan. So she had me to be like a paralegal at that job. And so it was just the connection of the social network. So are you not using your network to help you find a job? I want to do art full time. And let's think about this logically. Is art full time going to pay all of your bills? Because I want to do this full time. But at this point in my life, it does not pay all my bills. So like I was telling somebody else, I have a regular 9 to 5. I also have a weekend job. We do these lives. I do personal readings and I do coaching. So I do a myriad of things because I know what I want to do. But until they can pay the bills, I have to do all of these other things. So feasibly and logically and financially, is art full time going to pay your bills? And is there a job that you can do that would do that? And I'm not saying that it's not, but let's think about it logically and not emotionally. Well, most people get a job for money. That is a good idea.
That's a good place to start.
Exactly. And you may be able to like um volunteer at like a museum or art studio, you know, because sometimes they need people to do volunteer to do tours. I had a friend who used to do tours. She volunteered to do tours at an art museum or someplace like that. And then she was able to find out about no get to know the staff. And then if a position comes up, I'm already volunteered. I got one foot in the door, so here's a job that pays. And have you found a job in the art field that'll pay the money that you want to make, right? And then again, you may need to get a 9 to 5 until that happens, or until you can make enough money to work full time in the art field. Or is it you could teach art? Are you skilled enough that you could teach art? That's still along the art full time. You could be an art teacher. You could be a paint and sip person. Like, do you know how much people charge for paint and sip? And all you need is a few little easels and some painting stuff, and then you could charge people $60 to come in and have some drinks and do some painting. And you could decide what it is. You could teach art. Like, there's a lot of different. You can even do the paint and sip online. You do know that. Like, I mean, you could do the painting class online. Like, there's a lot of things that you could do. Like, think about the joy of painting. Remember Bob Ross? Let me tell you something. You could just sit there and watch him and just be so mesmerized. You could do that online, and people could watch you paint, watch you do art, or whatever it is that you do. There's a lot of different ways that you could go with art full time. Oh, there you go. Art, there you go, Mona. That's exactly what you need to do. Those are all good things that you could do. Again, just get online and paint. One of the pictures that I bought from one of the people that was in our class, she was just painting, getting her emotions out. She posted it, and I said, "Is that for sale?" And she just put her art online, and I wanted to buy it. She was like, "Oh no, you can have it, but you could post your art online and people could buy it, you know, and you could decide whether you want to ship it or how you want to do it. You could set up an Etsy shop. There's so many different ways you could do art and make money. It's just you being resourceful and thinking outside of the box. Like, do I want to work at a museum? Do I want to teach? Do I want to sell the things that I make?" So there's a lot of different ways you can do for full-time art.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And the limitation is on you.
Exactly. And again, social media is free. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those things are free. And I guarantee you, if you probably get on TikTok and start painting or start doing stuff, people will be very interested because we like to learn. Listen, I would just watch Bob Ross because his voice was calming and he would just make you go to sleep. And whether you know it or not, if you go on Tubi, and you can still watch, there's a Bob Ross channel on Tubi, and you could just watch Bob Ross just paint. And he's just so soothing, and good night, just good night. And all those little happy trees. Like, that is a childhood memory that I will never forget, him saying, "Look at the little happy trees, and let's just put a little thing over here." Those are things that you could do to make money and give you the things that you want to do for art, in addition to working a 9 to 5 or doing a part-time job. So that's what I got for you, Miss Mona.
You know, what's interesting is with Bob Ross is when you watched him, he made you feel it's doable. I mean, you watch him and he was like, he didn't take care to be like precise and whatever. He was, and he showed you, it's like, you know, you can be a little messy and it still looks good.
What he say? It's just a little happy mistake. We'll just put a little green over that. Just draw a line through here. Just do this. Let me tell you something. Go on Tubi. Get the app Tubi. You can watch it on your phone and just watch Bob Ross, and he'll make you think I can draw this. You see this picture back here? Bob Ross will make me think I can do that.
He does. He has this amazing ability to amazing ability to make you feel like you can. It's like he did it, and he did it quickly. He gets one whole done while you're watching him an episode. So you see him do an entire portrait for you.
And I'm like, listen, he just blobbing paint on there. Just do. Look at that tree. And then he just drew. He just took the side of the brush and was like, look. And now it's a tree. It was just a blob of green paint.
Yeah.
He made me feel like I could do anything. And that's what you need to do. And then you could get online and do that too. You could make jewelry. We are very voyeuristic people. We like to see people. Why do you think people make all this money on TikTok doing meaningless stuff? Because we like to watch other people do stuff. People were watching people, what were they called? Mukbangs? We're just watching people eat seafood. Just watching them just break crab open, eat all this food gluttonously. And we were just watching it like, That just looks so good. Do
Mm-hmm.
that. Do exactly that. Make jewelry. Sew. Do things, whatever you can do. And those things are free. It don't cost you nothing except for the materials that you need to do it. Listen, I was on a plane and there was a lady crocheting. You know what she was doing? Watching YouTube to learn how to do the new stitch that she was doing on her crochet. She just went on YouTube and found out how to do it. The person who posted that video probably had millions of views and is making money off of us watching her learn how to do that stitch or whatever it is on crocheting. Big money.
Absolutely.
All right, who's next, Don? That was easy. Mona, I like your energy.
Let's see who can we finish the night off in a good way, a big bang.
The one lady left. Who were we going to do? I don't know what happened to them. KM. Who is KM?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't know, Don. Whoever you want to do. Oh, Allison asked for a career reading.
Allison the Benny. There you go.
All right, Allison, let's see what's going on for you. Are you being a little, I want to say petty, but they're saying you're being a hard ass. Like they're saying, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. So are you currently working somewhere and you're being like a gatekeeper on the knowledge that you have and you don't want to share? Like I get some kind of stubbornness from you. And not to say that it's a bad thing and not to say that it's not warranted, because I do totally understand. There was this one lady, I just read this story where, and I don't even know if it's true because, AI is such a fantastic liar sometimes. She was an older lady. She went up for this job and they didn't want to give her the job. They gave it to a younger person. So then they wanted her to train the younger person. And she says, no, if I'm not good enough to have the job, I'm not going to train this person. So I get a little stubbornness from you. Is that true? So I feel like you're being a little bit hard in this situation, either at your current job or, it seems like at your current job, you're just being a little bit hard about sharing your information. I do feel like it is time for you to move on. Like I get the, I feel like it is time for you to move on. Like you've ran your course there. Like they showed me just like not even a stop sign. Like it's the end of the road. Like there's no other place you could go. You can't go forward anymore. You either need to go left or you need to go right. So now you need to decide which way you need to go. And they're not even showing me you. Usually when they tell me it's a career change, they showed me you walking out of one building into another building. But I don't think that they're showing me that because you haven't decided where you want to go. You're just at the end of the rope where you are there now. Like there's no more higher to go. When I was working at University of Phoenix, there was no other position. We were the regular representatives, and then it was our manager. So you either took her job, and it was like 17 of us. So I mean, all 17 of us couldn't take her job. So there was no other place to go. You either left the department or you just sat there until she left and hoped that you got the position. So I feel like it's time for you to move on. Like you've run your course there. You have enough knowledge to move on, to go somewhere else. And I know you may be comfortable there. You may know that you may know what things you can and cannot do, but it's time for you to have a new challenge, because I don't feel like you're being challenged enough. Not challenged in a good way. You may be challenged frustratingly, but I don't feel like you're being challenged in a good way where you are expanding and growing in knowledge. Like I'm the keeper of the knowledge. Like I heard someone say, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to enter another room. Like you need to go somewhere else where there's something for you to strive for, right? And so I feel like you may have enough knowledge that it's time for you to move on. The owner is over you, right? So it may be time for you to move on and you to find something totally out of that business that you're in into something else, because they clearly show me you're at the end of the rope. And not that you don't have any loyalty to them, but the one thing I learned when I worked at University of Phoenix was every year around Thanksgiving and around Christmas and certain times of the year, we would lay off 300, 400 people. And it was just numbers. They didn't be like, oh, okay, well, she's been here 13 years and we like her a lot and she's never missed a day of work. We're not going to get rid of her. It was 400 people got to go, pull them. And these are the 400 people that's got to go. You go in this room and you get to stay. Like, and I understand having loyalty to a business, but you also got to have some loyalty to yourself. What is it that is going to make your ends meet every month? You're being held back. Well, if they don't want to teach you, then maybe you need to move on to another place. But they're not giving it to me like you don't have the knowledge. I feel like you do have the knowledge. And if they're being gatekeepers and they don't want to give it to you, then move on. I actually had a job at the water department like that. All the ladies there were older ladies and they were at their 25-year mark, like they were ready to retire. And every single day they would be like, well, I only got 3 more years left and I'm going to retire. And so there was so much turnover that they didn't want to give me any information. They didn't want to teach another new person because I might leave. And so I just left. Like, I'm not going to stay in a place where you're not going to give me the information I need to do my job. They were giving me stuff like, oh, can you create a sign-in sheet for the meeting that we're about to have? Oh, could you write a summary of the people who were at the meeting? Like, they were giving me meaningless tasks. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I've done way more stuff than this. And if this is all you're going to give me, then I'm going to leave. And so know your worth and then leave. Like, if they're not going to give you the information you need to be successful at your job, move on.
Exactly.
Right.
Especially that last thing you said before that was know your worth.
Exactly.
If you let people tell you you have no worth, then guess what? Eventually, everybody will see you have no worth. You cannot let somebody own your value. You have to speak your value.
Exactly. No, this isn't just advice, Natalie. I actually started off with a vision for her and got into her energy and they showed it to me. And based on the responses that she's given me, I'm telling her she needs to move on because they're showing me that she has the talents and she has the know-how and it's time for her to go. They're showing me the end of the road for her and that she just needs to move on. So no, this isn't just advice. But again, yes, it is sometimes good advice. And you saying that sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes it's not fair, but you can only control certain things. Me and Don, I think, just had this conversation. Or no, I was reading, Don was doing the reading for Aquarius and I was listening to it and it was like, hey, you can only control certain things. You can't control the individual price of gas, but you can control where you get your gas from. Maybe it's 20 cents less here or it's 30 cents more there. And so you decide, you control the things that you can control. So life isn't always fair. That is true. But there are things that you can control in your life. And those are the things you control. And the things that you can't, you move on from.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. If changes, then maybe you need to change the field that you're in. You don't have to stay there forever. Listen, I wanted to be a lawyer, went to school, got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, worked for a law office for 6 years, did not want to do it. Went back to school for a master's, thought I wanted to be a counselor. After the first semester, I was like, I can't listen to people problems like this all the time. I got to go. So I left that and went and got a business degree for my master's. What do I do now? I'm a psychic and I listen to people's problems. So I probably should have just got the therapist degree.
Exactly.
So that's what I just said. You could just go ahead and just move forward into something else. Like, you don't have to stay in that field if you don't want to. But again, I do think you're at the end of the rope and you could just go ahead and move forward and get another job. Mm-hmm. Or find another place to go. But I hope that helps you out, Allison. Ms. Don, do you have anything for Allison?
No. I think we're good there, Allison. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate your time and your energy. We do appreciate it. We will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And with that said, next week is almost Easter already, Angie. Can you believe it?
When is it? I don't even know when it is this year.
Not next Sunday, I think it is.
Oh,
yeah, the 5th or something. I think it is. It's like not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday already. What in the world? So
at the time, Natalie, I didn't think I wanted to do it in a therapeutic way. Like, but then once I got into psychic, I'm like, well, I'm actually doing what I said I didn't want to do. So ultimately, I ended up doing the same thing, just not in the sense of being a therapist, like a counselor or a therapist. In that way, I ended up being an intuitive counselor, and so I do it just in a different way. I use my psychic abilities to help people instead of I guess, the traditional school way that they would have taught me to do it. Same thing.
And I'll tell you what, Natalie, the one thing that we've learned, Angie and I will tell you over and over again, is that our skills would have been used even if Angie had become a therapist, her psychic skills would have been put to use because they're part of who you are. They're used in you. When I was practicing law, the one thing that I know looking back, I could figure out how the case was going to settle. I would figure out when the client's lying to me, when the other people are lying. I could all the things like that. It came to me, and you were thinking, "Oh man, I was so clever. I was so able to understand the situation." You're like, "Yeah, I wasn't that clever." It was the reality is guess what? I was psychic. It was like not clever, So I wasn't giving credit to the spirit and energies that helped me in that. So I can tell you, it's you'd be surprised the gifts were there. I used them in engineering when I had problems and I'd try to fix something and get it working, and I'd have to put together this, that, and the other. Where'd they come from? Some of that came from just out of nowhere, and you're thinking, "Thanks for the help," and you're like, "Oh, just that, I'm amazing. I just popped that energy, that information out." And it's like, no, I was given that, So,
you said what abilities? I have several. I can see. So I get visions. I can hear spirits. So I hear that. We do mediumship, clear knowing, just all of it. There's all different abilities. I'm not specific on which ones. We do a class on Tuesday night, and you're welcome to come to the class on Tuesday night and practice and learn from us on Tuesday nights. It's a free class that we hold. We just told you what we're doing. You're kind of mean, Natalie. Are you having a problem today? Like, are you constipated? Is everything okay?
You asked her to tell her what your gifts are, and then you said you don't want to explain.
Okay. You seem a little bit harsh today. I'm gonna let you have a good night. All right, Miss Natalie. Good night. It was nice meeting you, though.
Bad week, I don't
exactly.
know.
Have a good day, Miss Natalie.
And not every message comes the same way, even for the individual. So sometimes I get claircognizant. In other words, I just know. Sometimes I get clairvoyant. Sometimes I smell, I sense, I taste, I see. It just depends. It depends on the spirit that's coming through. If what they're giving me, it depends on how I'm feeling at the moment, what's happening at the moment. Everything is different.
Right.
So,
well, I think my strongest one is vision. I can see. I like when I'm doing a reading, they give me visions. They give me visual things, and I explain what I'm seeing. And then as I explain what I'm seeing, we work through what that means for you in your life. Because I'm connecting to your higher power. So however your higher power communicates it back to me, they may give me the smell of a rose. They may give me a stomach pain to let me know that you're having some kind of issue physically. They may give me, like, if the spirit is crossed over, they may give me a heart palpitation to let me know that they died and that it was a heart thing. So all of the abilities are there. The more you use them, the more you understand what's going through.
Well, are you Natalie? You're just trying to trigger? Is that what this is? This is the fun for you to come in and just kind of trigger? Because I wasn't being defensive. I didn't think I was being defensive. I was actually explaining what my gifts were. Angie explained what her gifts were. She was concerned for you because she was concerned with your language that maybe you are having some issues in that regard. And so she was actually being protective of your feelings and your emotions because you seemed like you were having a rough day. And it seems like that tends
you just need somebody to argue with, but
yeah,
we're still sending you love and light and hope you have a great day.
Exactly. You came to the wrong place to find an argument because you know what? My spirit energies don't work that way. They're like, you do you. You do you. But I do have to say, Natalie, I'm going to give you a video. This one's yours. I'm going to call this the Natalie video from now. This is yours.
Am I the drama? Could it be me?
Just saying, Natalie. I was waiting to use it. I haven't used that in a long time, Miss Angie, so it came in perfectly. So, so bless your heart, Natalie. Bless your little heart. With that, Miss Angie, we are out of here. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. We do appreciate it. we'll be back next week, and Natalie, come on back next week and enjoy some more humor. All right. It's all wonderful, Miss. Whatever.
Good night,
Natalie.
Miss Mona. I hope you have a great rest of your week too. Dang, Don, it's already Thursday tomorrow. Jeez,
I know. I know. And Sunday I'll be doing mediumship at Cosmic Connection. So if you're in Phoenix,
oh,
come
see, you
over on
forgot to even
Sunday.
do it. Do you have a flyer, Don, or something you could put up?
Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, there you go. Right? No, that's not that one. That's just a
That's for
connection. That's a discussion. No, I don't think I have it. But anyway, I'll be doing
same place
mediumship
though.
work, the same place. Absolutely. Cosmic Connections over in Peoria, 1 to 3 p.m. on Sunday, doing mediumship readings. So if you'd like a mediumship reading and haven't gotten something here and you're in the area, come on by. Yeah, that one's not that one either. Okay. So yeah, come on by.
Is it just you, or is it you and Miss
Myself and
Susan?
yeah, Susan
Oh,
Grace
okay.
and myself, who actually worked with me to write the book on mediumship, which is called The Mediums. There you go. So
Exactly.
we wrote the
Don,
book.
I read the whole book. You know the book the one with Libby, that one.
Mhm.
That one, Silence Too Loud. I read that on my trip to Tennessee. I read the whole thing because I had like a 3 or 4 hour flight, and I read the whole thing cover to cover because I had been reading pieces of it, and I
Uh-huh.
was just like, let me start all over. And I read the whole thing cover to cover. I loved it even more. It was so cute. It was so funny, and I like how you wrapped it all up. Again, I say it every time, but actually, like, because I would read a little bit here, then I would get distracted. And that allowed me to read it from cover to cover, and it was so perfect. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I loved all the different names that was in there. I love seeing Miss Susan as an antique person.
Mhm.
I loved having me in there as a the hotel person. I like the spirit that it was just amazing. Like, you guys really should buy the book, and I'm not just saying it, but it was a very cute little story. It's a very easy read. And again, there's going to be multiple parts to it. So there's more books to come. But that was a really cute, nice read for us. I loved it.
And this is the book that Angie's talking about. I wrote this.
Yes.
It's my first fiction book, and it takes
Yes.
place in Jerome, Arizona, and then it bleeds over into Cottonwood, Arizona, and Sedona, Arizona. And if you know about anything about Sedona, Sedona has a lot of energy. But in the Jerome, this hotel that this takes place in is the most metaphysically active building in Arizona. So it kind of
And you can go to the hotel, to the room that he stayed in. He was just there. Don, did you look at the camera after you left?
I did. I saw 2 different places where orbs were, and 44 different times, because again, I didn't turn I thought it was doing streaming all night long, but instead it turned on every time something moved in the room or every time there was activity. So 44 times over the span of one evening, the camera kicked on and recorded 44 times.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
So
that has
it's
got to be amazing.
yeah. So I'm putting this stuff together. I've been so buried with all kinds of stuff, but I'm trying to put together so I can show you the thing. But at one point in one of the images, there's this moving around, and then this orb comes and stops right at the corner of the screen. It's like stops right there. It's like boom, and then the camera just stops recording at that point. I'm like, it's like it touched the camera stopped. It's really weird. It's like it told the camera to stop or something. It's strange. So yeah, 44
Wow.
different times it triggered throughout the night. Crazy.
Let me say this one thing to Francis. Francis, are you the person who had the fire and you had to move out of your house? And is this the house you moved in after the fire? If so, I think you should leave, because it seems to be like your rebound house. It seems to be like what you moved in afterward. Like, you know how you break up with somebody and then the next person is just a rebound person? It's not really the person that you're going to stay with. It's just the person so I feel like this is your rebound house. If it's true that you are the person who had the fire, and then you moved into this house afterwards, yes, I do think you should go ahead and move into another spot, because I don't feel that you are very happy with it. And it seems like, is it the kitchen that you're not happy with? Like, there's a certain room in a house that you don't seem to be happy with. But okay, then you're not the person with the fire, but you still don't seem to be happy in this house. So I would say yes, go ahead and move. Like, these aren't psychic questions. These are just questions that you financially would just go to your realtor and say, hey, is there a better opportunity out there for me?
Exactly. I did want to share one more thing with you, Angie. Why don't you see this? Look at this card. I think this is so cool. I think oh, there it goes. Hit the wrong button.
Oh, is that the magician?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like the okay. So remember, you showed me the two other situations. I think I like this look of all of them. I think I like this best.
Yeah, this one
'Cause-
is more kind of mystical, which is
Yes,
kind of what I was going for.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of the ones that you showed me,
Mhm.
this seems to be the very better series of the cards.
Yeah, no, I'm really drawn to this, and so I've been slowly working on getting the different. It's a process, Lord have mercy, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But yeah, this has the most feeling of the desert and the mystic connection. You know.
Francis, you're living with some people that you don't want to live with. Move out. Like if you can financially afford it, just move out. Like I don't understand why people are like, oh, okay, well, I'm not happy in my house. These people get on my nerves. If I can afford to leave, just move out. Like that's not a psychic question.
Hmm.
Or is it your house and you don't want to put them out? You could give them a deadline and say, hey, I mean, I am happy to help you, but I need to know what your plan is for the next 6 months or the next 12 months, and then give them a deadline and say, hey, we're approaching that deadline. You need to leave. Or if you're the person who needs to leave, you can give yourself that timeline. Okay, within the next 3 to 6 months, I plan on moving out, and this is my steps for doing it. I don't feel like that's a psychic reading that you need to have if you're not happy in the house with the people that you live with for whatever reason, be it that they're too noisy, they're day people, you're night people, they don't pay the bills, they're mean, they're rude, they're this, they're that. Just leave.
Exactly.
That's an easy question. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but again, if you don't like it and it's affordable, like you can actually move out and find a way out, then yeah, go ahead and move.
Exactly.
Unless you think the spirit is making you be there for some reason.
Exactly. Well, thanks again, everybody. We appreciate you guys being in. We're going to start some music and get on out of here. Have an amazing week. This is Angie, my song, and then we'll pop up an image and then we'll get out of here. Here we go.
Step into the mystic zone tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to